Welcome to the Zaxby's Pregame Show.
Welcome to Sanford, North Carolina. I'm Chris Delambert. I'll do the play-by-play tonight, and this is my guy on color, Jerry Chalmers. It's the NFHS Game of the Week. We're here on campus at Lee County High School for homecoming, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Lee
Yes, sir.
County.
Yes, sir.
Second game of conference play.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody getting warmed up. Beautiful night tonight.
This should be a good one.
I
hope to see Hope try to come out here and bounce back.
I would hope so.
I would hope so.
I know coming into this season, we looked at the schedule and kind of put our fingers on a few games.
Mm-hmm.
Hoke County is one of these new additions to this new conference. So Lee County not accustomed to playing these guys.
Right.
It's a school that's kind of funny. It's one of those sort of one-county schools, big student population, a lot of athletes, but doesn't have the football tradition of its neighbors, Richmond and Scotland.
True.
And Lee County's kind of surpassed it. But this is a team, you say it all the time, got a lot of athletes. They not only got a lot of athletes, they got a lot of big athletes.
Yeah, they actually played us when we had the team went to the state championship that year. They actually played us a tough game down in Hoke County. So maybe
Ladies and gentlemen,
see what we can do
this
tonight.
time, please stand.
All right, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll come back, put a bow on the Zaxby's pregame show. I'm Chris, this is Jerry. We'll see you in just a second. But right now, we're going down to the field for the national anthem.
The Keith Personette. Left guard,
Real technical.
First Lieutenant Harrison Moses. Matthew Voles.
Wilkinson Chevy Cadillac Buick GMC welcomes you to the NFHS Network Game of the Week. Brought to you by New Image Media.
All right, welcome back to the Zaxby's Coaches Show. Before the anthem, directed by my guy Bryson Lyons. I've known him since he's about 2.5 feet tall.
Okay.
Now he's got to be a senior in high school. Seems like he's been here for 1,000 years. But anyway, back to what we were talking about with regard to Hoke County. We said we looked at the schedule, didn't necessarily know what to expect with Hoke, and then they came out of the gate, man, blowing people out.
Right.
I mean, they came out and scored 48 or 84 points in 2 games, shut out back-to-back opponents. And we're like, oh, wow. You know, Hoke County is going to be they're going to have something to say at the top of this conference. And now the last 3 weeks, man, they've been outscored 108-6, Jerry. 108-6. Do you hear me, sir?
That's a bit much there.
That's
now.
a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Now,
that's a
good
lot.
ball
That's
clubs,
a
they're
lot.
playing, but, man, they're getting
Yeah.
their doors blown off. And obviously this has been an upside-down season. But right now, I don't know what Hoke County team we get. You know, is it the team from the first 2 weeks or is it the team from the last 3 weeks?
Yeah.
This is one of those teams, and we've talked about it ad nauseum, that is very one-dimensional. They're not going to throw the ball.
Right.
They're not going to attempt to throw the ball down the field. They're going to run this thing, and run some more. We've seen sustained success in the last couple of weeks against Lee County, but we really haven't seen a team scare Lee County with a one-dimensional offense.
No.
Can Hoke pull it off?
Well, if we go back to the Glenn game, Glenn honestly did not throw the ball that much neither. They kind of dominated in the run game. Mostly short passes is what they threw. Nothing really long down the field. I just don't see tonight Hoke County leaving out of here with a victory.
Hoke County, to give perspective on the one-dimensionality of this offense, they have one receiver that has more than 3 catches this year through 5 games. Just not much in the passing game. They've got a pair of quarterbacks that may both see action tonight and a pair of tailbacks that the offense runs through. Lee County, on the other hand, we never know on any given weekend who the offense is going to come from.
Right.
The one constant for the last couple of weeks has been B.J. Brown. He'll get the start at tailback again tonight. Kendall Morris has definitely asserted himself and supplanted himself in there as the number 2 back.
Right.
And then in the passing game, it's anybody's guess. You've got All-State Tyreek McKindle that leads the way. Kenyon Palmer is putting up big numbers. Aaron Wallace, Logan Walker, Eli Garrison.
It's really spread around.
They'll throw it around, and who are you going to double?
Right. And what I like about it now is what we seen early in the year where you had to lean on TJ and JoJo a whole lot, and it actually took some of that energy away from the defensive side. Now, with the emergence of BJ, how he's been running the ball lately, how Kendall is coming on, they are able to preserve all their energy for defense, basically. So that's a plus on Lee County side.
Well, it is, and you say TJ and JoJo, 43 tackles for TJ Johnson.
Yeah.
44 tackles for JoJo Jennings.
Yeah, that shows it.
And what's amazing about both these young men, everybody wants the football, right? Both of these guys are
Wanna
glad
play D.
that they're not having to carry the load on offense so that they can focus on defense, which is an amazing testament to this program and the kids in the program. But this defense playing lights out. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Jennings, 44 tackles. TJ Johnson with 43 tackles. Who's the third leading tackler on this ball club?
I got to go with, if I had to take a wild guess, and I haven't looked, I'm going to say Lyndon Johnson.
I'm going to say you're wrong, sir.
Oh.
The nose tackle.
Oh, my favorite player.
Ross Johnson.
Okay.
With 22 tackles, is third on the ball club.
I love it.
And then there's a gang of folks, Noah Johns at linebacker, Landon Johnson, and a couple other guys that are right there behind him. But when I pulled the stats this week getting ready for this game, I didn't believe it when I first saw it, and then I said, you know what? You've watched him every week.
Every week.
He's in on every play.
Everything. He's
and from the
always
nose
back there.
tackle, you folks, if you haven't seen him, look out for number 56. He's easy to pick out on that
Yes, sir.
line. He's the smallest of the
Yes,
defensive
sir.
linemen.
Yes, sir.
And he is active, motor that doesn't stop, and just a smart, heady ball player that finds his way to the ball.
Yeah.
The weakness in this Jacket team this year, a team that's really hung its hat on defense for the last couple of years, is at the corner position.
Yeah.
Guys that it's not their natural position. They're kind of falling in. An opposing offense that can come in and challenge those corners might cause problems. I think you can put those guys out there, let them play man-to-man with one high safety all night.
I do too, and I like how they have adapted. They have gotten better each game.
Absolutely.
You have seen them really learn the position a little bit, and learn where to be at on the defense. So they're covering the areas. So I like that with Lee County now. I also like Landon Johnson these last few weeks has been playing really, really well, getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. When you got him coming from the edge, you got Ross Johnson coming there, and then you have TJ and JoJo. And now the corners, they kind of have a little, not say they have it easy, but with all that pressure, they can really get some early picks, with the quarterback trying to throw the ball down the field if they decide to throw the ball. So I like where their defense has been getting better. So let's see how they do tonight, which I feel they should do really good.
Number 9, Landon Johnson, you're talking about coming off that defensive end spot. I had a chance to spend some time with him this week. Always a great kid.
Yeah.
Him and his brother, just the salt of the earth. You can tell there's a little something different about him.
Oh, yeah.
He's feeling it.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, what's it like to be that guy in the succession of defensive linemen that have come through this program that are playing on Saturdays now? what's it like for it to be your time? And I thought he would be humble about it, and he absolutely was not. That's what I wanted to see. He's like, it is my time.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
Slink.
I've learned everything playing with these guys, and you're going to see for periods of this season he's been unblockable.
Yeah.
You'll see it again tonight against the run game. I'm excited for what Lee County's going to do.
Definitely.
This, not taking anything away from Union Pines last week, this was kind of what we were waiting for to get things rolling.
Right.
This schedule is no joke from this point on.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot to prove.
So, a lot to go. Jackets looking to improve to 5-1. Hoke County trying to get back into the positive. They're trying to pull to 500. They're 2-3 coming in. Should be a great game. It's a beautiful night. It's homecoming. Beautiful night.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you on the other side with the kickoff.
Pentair. Empowering people to move water.
Oh, that's all right.
Improve water.
I like that.
Enjoy water.
I like that.
So that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at Pentair, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. Pentair, bringing water to life, for life.
All right, welcome to the NFHS Game of the Week. Delambert, Jerry Chalmers on the call. Kennedy Hernandez will kick off for the Jackets, and they'll put their defense out there. Hoke, the Bucks will be looking to make a statement early. First question we've got is who's going to get the start at quarterback. And I see marching out there to return kicks, number 2, Matthew Leach. Who we got? No, we got number 1 and number 4, Warren Avery, who is one of the 2 quarterbacks, number 1, and Keontae Williams, who is the number 1 receiver on this team, back deep to return the kick. We'll see if Lee County gives them a chance, or if we see some sort of pooch onside attempt. You never know with Coach Bordeaux and his staff.
Never know. Keeps you on your toes.
On your feet, Jacket Nation.
All right, it's a high, short spinner. It's going to get down. Ball's loose. Oh, and hops out of bounds. Devontre Daniels there took a chance and lucked out as the ball bounces out of bounds. Hoke County will take over 1st and 10. And like I said, first question of the night will be who's going to line up at quarterback. And it looks like, well, they're bringing the whole return team over to the sideline. And now they're going to march the offense out. And it looks like,
let's see.
Can't tell yet.
All
right, looks like Warren Avery. Avery's going to be the quarterback. Comes in 18 of 35 for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season.
Hoke County,
and
10 on their own 35-yard
he's
line.
running back over to the sideline to get a signal, get the play call. Play clocks are off on the in the end zones, which is always frustrating for everybody involved in this process. And just like that, they switch quarterbacks. Montez Stevens coming out. Stevens only 13 of 29 for 62 yards and almost no rushing stats. So as crazy as it sounds, he's the least proficient of the passers, but also least proficient runner. All right, just like that, Tyreek McKendall, who I also had a chance to talk to this weekend and asked him, has the light bulb gone off on defense?
It looks like it.
And he agreed and said,
it
look,
looks like it.
From the time I was a child through last year, I played wide receiver.
Yeah.
I finally feel like I can see things and it makes sense on defense. Yeah. And there you see him flashing from his safety position. He came a long way to make that stop.
He has been playing really well. Ever since Apex, he has been playing really well at that safety spot.
All right, Stevens takes a look. They're in a spread formation. Devontre Daniels in the backfield with him. Back to pass. Ball gets out, and it's short.
Immediately.
And they'll pick up a couple back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 coming up, and Hoke County behind the chains here. Big 3rd down right here to start the ball game. That in the passing game is about what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's about it. Real short dump passes. I would like to see Lee pitch another shutout tonight with Hoke County. That'll send them into the season in a good way.
All right, single high coverage for Lee County. Drops. throws it picked.
Oh, there
That's
he is.
TJ Johnson.
There he
if
is.
he gets a step, he's gone. He's running.
That's 6.
And he's going to the house, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
6-0. Yellow Jackets. Hope coming out trying to do things that's not in their nature.
Yeah.
And TJ Johnson made him play. There's a flag on the play in the area you would expect holding on the offense. Let's confirm before we get too excited here.
Tell you what, he stepped right in.
What are they going to do here? Is this a post-possession foul? Pretty obvious at this point that okay, so the Hoke County, did they get a hold on the return? I missed the call.
Yeah.
All right, so the touchdown comes off the board for Johnson. The interception stays, and we'll get the Lee County offense back out on the field. Not quite as dramatic a way to open the game, but all the same, with 10.5 to go in the first quarter, Lee County with the big turnover, and they'll take it 1st and 10 at the 41. Kind of anticlimactic on that one.
Quite a bit. We got to find us a word for the night, Chris.
Bucks.
I'm going to be looking around. I'm going to definitely be looking for it.
All right, Will Patterson from the gun, drops on 1st down, throws it down the field, got Tyreek McKendall, got turned around, and don't know if there was a miscommunication or if he just put a little too much air under that, but Patterson had McKendall.
Definitely wide open.
Coverage on the play.
McKendall looking to the inside, Patterson throwing it to the outside, 2nd and 10. Patterson comes in at 70 for 113. That's a 62% clip, 15 yards per completion, 10 touchdowns, only 2 picks on the year. And on 2nd down, it'll be B.J. Brown up the middle. Doesn't meet any resistance until he's right near a 1st down. And from the near side spot, looks like they're going to move the chains. That'll be 10 for B.J. Brown on his first touch of the night.
Tell you what, every game B.J. has gotten better. Every single game.
Which is scary given that he's only a sophomore.
Yes.
And this is only his 7th varsity ball game.
That's it.
All right, Brown still in the backfield with Patterson. Patterson fakes, gets it out quick, got McKendall. McKendall turned his eyes upfield. That was a little low, and it's pretty obvious early. Get the ball to 2 is a focus. And there have been a couple weeks where we've McKendall's been the forgotten man on offense. Yeah. And some of that has to do with him playing so much defense. Yeah. Some of that has to do with the rise of the other athletes at the receiver position.
Definitely.
And kind of the same impact for number 14, Aaron Wallace. Wallace has made himself indispensable at the corner spot. Oh, JoJo Jennings with an early carry. Plows ahead inside the 25. He'll have about 6 on the carry.
I love to see the big package back there.
Yeah, you
see those two back there. With them consistently, if they consistently ran the ball, that would be scary for the defense all night long. Johnson and Jennings back there in the backfield at the same time is scary.
Well, we've got him in there. Johnson to the left of Patterson. Jennings to the right. At receiver from left to right, Kenyon Palmer's at the top of your screen. Eli Garrison in the slot, and Logan Walker with his 2nd consecutive start down here to the right. And what I was going to say is Aaron Wallace had kind of become a weapon out of nowhere in the offense, but he's so critical on defense. Logan Walker has kind of risen through the ranks and is getting those snaps. And a lot of folks feel of all of the JV talent, Logan Walker was right up there at the top of that conversation last year.
Oh, yeah.
The junior getting a chance to make a difference now. Patterson throws it out there. Palmer got it. Touchdown. Jackets not as quick as getting it on the return, but it took 71 seconds, and they're into the end zone. 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Jackets making it look easy on both sides of the ball.
On the extra point for Lee County.
Kenyon Palmer, silky smooth.
Hey, man, he's a great route runner.
When are you going to announce an offer and commitment? That's all I want to know.
It's coming. It will definitely come.
I am certain that it is.
It will definitely come.
Hernandez now, that makes it 21 of 23 on the year for extra points. And the Jackets up early. We'll take a quick break and be back with the kick on the other side of the break.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at wilkinsoncars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
All right, Jerry, we said at the opening, Hoke County, not a team that's going to throw the ball, not a real explosive offense. That's kind of your worst nightmare. Come out 2.5 minutes in, down a score. You got to start thinking, man, we got to take the air out of the ball. Talked to Coach Jason Trusdale from Union Pines about last week's ball game, and he said, unabashedly, we didn't want that offense on the field.
Man.
And as much as anything, they figured they could do damage control by keeping that run game going. Hoke County comes out the opposite, a team that runs it all the time, throwing it around, and that's why you have to be really careful. Really, really, really careful.
And just like it seems like over the last few years, Lee Senior can hit you with a stampede of points, back to back to back to back, and you definitely don't want that early in the game.
All right, change at quarterback. Warren Avery will get his shot. Warren, better passing stats, but kind of scary in the run game. 287 yards and 6 touchdowns in the running game. And all you have to know about him is he returns kicks. That tells you how explosive a runner he is. All right, on first down, he's going to keep it around the right side. Turn back inside by Noah Johns that he does as well as anybody I've ever seen in my whole life, I swear. And his boys are there to clean it up. Gain of about 2 on the play for Avery.
There he is.
And just like I told you in the pregame, Noah Johns doing the dirty work.
Yep.
Ross Johnson coming in there getting the stats.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. 2 men in the backfield, H-back. 3 wideouts. Avery from the gun. Gets a snap. Hands it. Nope, going to keep it. Landon Johnson, unblockable. Chases him down. Mark Schlesinger's there to help out. And way back at about the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up third, and we'll see where they mark it. They're going to get forward progress. A lot of forward progress there. So a loss of about 4 on the play. That'll bring 3rd and 12. Behind the sticks, here we are again.
I tell you what, I talked with Mark last night on Instagram. He just inboxed me, and I asked him how is he feeling about the season. He said, Coach, I'm a dog wherever they put me at. And I love it. I love it.
I had this vision in my head of his Instagram full of pit bull videos.
I love it. Yeah.
All right, Avery from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a snap, drops. Gets it out of there. Nice pass to the fullback. And nice catch by Tupullo, Jaleb Tupullo, the senior fullback, who doesn't get a great many touches, but only gets about 3, needed 12, and the punt team's out there. Matthew Leach, one of the defensive leaders, is on to punt, averaging just about 26 yards a punt. Not well scouted, I don't think, by Lee County because they've got Garrison back about 40 yards. I don't imagine this is going to get to him on the fly. We'll see if Lee County comes after it. Ooh, that could have been motion. Wow, they almost got there. T.J. Johnson, and I told you, the high spinner, going to get a good roll out of it.
Well, UC is not really known for the return punts too much.
No, they don't have a punt return all year.
Yeah, not at all.
All right, so the 27-yard line, Lee County takes over. Touchdown pass from Will Patterson to Kenyon Palmer to cap the first drive.
Located outside the north end zone. Session staff have for sale tonight candy, drinks, popcorn, Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
All right, McKendall is back there. He's split into the slot on the left side. The receiver on the near side all by himself, Logan Walker down here, number 17. Garrison Palmer, McKendall to the left, B.J. Brown back in there at tailback. Patterson drops, looking, gets it out of there quick. There's McKendall on the screen. Little work to do, tough running, and he'll pick up about 7. So McKendall is 3rd target, first catch of the night.
Pass is complete. Number 2, Tyreek McKendall.
And I think they're going to flip up the formation here, go 2 wide to each side. So a ballot set for Lee County.
Look how they're coming out passing the ball tonight.
2nd and 4. Patterson drops again. Looking down the field for Palmer again and just overthrows him. Palmer had a step. Well, they figured out Palmer can just run past everybody over there on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
Intended for number 1, Kenyon Palmer.
not a speedy guy, but like I said, he definitely can run a route really well.
He runs a route well, and I wouldn't call him speedy because he's not particularly quick.
Mm-hmm.
He's a long strider, but once he gets to top speed, he can run. Well enough. I mean, he's really kind of the deep play threat. All right, comes out quick.
Nice
Work
catch.
to do for Brown. Brown going to be wrapped up. Nice open field tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Going to leave 3rd and 4, and the punt team coming out for Lee County. And McKendall is down.
Hoke County by number 2, Matthew Lee.
That is a big deal. All right, let's see if they're going to. Getting up gingerly, and he pops up. And Tyreek McKendall, the all-state star player here the last couple years at Lee County.
Oh, yeah.
Comes off gingerly. We'll hope that's no big deal. Dr. McConville out there to check things out. He's talking to him.
So the McKendall bloodline actually runs pretty deep.
Yes, it does.
At Lee County right now. So last week I introduced you to the Boone brothers, and I forgot one.
What?
So there are 3 McKendall Boone brothers over here right now. You got 2 on JV and 1 on varsity, and they will definitely make a name for themselves here in the next few years.
Landon Johnson, look at that.
Nice punt.
Landon Johnson kicking it farther and farther every week, it seems. And man. Tackled by the 29-yard line. There was room, too, for Camonte Williams to do some damage. And I don't know if he faked himself out or what happened there, but 5:55 to go. Hoke County will get the 3rd possession. The win on defense. They got Lee County off the field.
You know, one thing I like about Lee County is actually they have not went to the artificial turf field yet. They still keep it nice, clean, real grass out there. Let's
be 100% clear.
Okay.
This field in the last 2 years, 1,000% better than what it had been for 5, 6, 7 years before that.
Definitely.
And I have been one of those that's been leading the push for an artificial surface. But if they're going to keep the grass like this, keep it.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing they've done, and nobody will say it officially, they've gotten rid of a lot of that crown in the middle of the field.
Yeah, because it was up there at one point.
It was up there.
Yeah, it almost looked like the player was running uphill.
Yeah,
sometimes.
running on a pitcher's mound.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd series, Avery's 2nd series at quarterback. Nice pump by Landon Johnson. And I'm going to guess that McKendall had cramps. He's got fluids over there.
There's my player. His number.
Right, Ross Johnson doing his thing. All right. Yeah, McKendall is getting some fluids into him right now. And I tell you, when you have as many muscles as that young man, it's easy to catch cramp.
Naturally. He looked like that at 2 years old, man. I mean, he was bench pressing 210 at 2 years old.
Avery giving hand signals. Schlesinger with McKendall out of the game. Schlesinger's playing that 1 high safety spot. All right, they force Avery up. Landon Johnson cleaning it up.
Oh, slink. Flag down.
All right, a flag out there on the edge. I thought Avery was going to do some damage. Landon Johnson had other ideas after he got flushed out of the pocket.
He has some long arms, really long arms.
Johnson goes 6'6". He's visibly bigger than he's been the last 2 years, finally.
Yeah, definitely.
All the weights, all the diet has finally started to show.
Yeah.
Get a face mask over there on the far side of the field. So after the big play is taken off the board, that'll make it second and 2, we'll call it.
Now, could you imagine Colin with Landon's height?
Oof. Man, he'd be playing at Clemson.
Man, what you talking about, man?
Colin Johnson, of course, the quarterback that led Lee County to the state championship final game 2 years ago, who is plying his wares at the college level. All right, change the quarterback again. This hand is up the middle. Montez Stevens back in there at quarterback. And going to be short of the first down by a foot or so, it looks like, from here. Nope. Referee says no. It's close enough for me. I don't understand that the marker on the other side is on the left side of the hash.
Hey,
but whatever.
Yeah, you know we've had some some real debatable calls the last few weeks, you know.
All right, 1st and 10, Hoke County. Bucks with their first down of the night. All right, Stevens still in there, quarterback under center. And hands up the middle. That's going nowhere. Whoa, he breaks out of the tackle. I think everybody thought it was stuffed.
Number 9, Ethan Wallace on the
But
There's
he
my man.
breaks out of the tackle.
brought down on the play. But
Who was that missed the tackle there? That was Braden Kirkland?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, doing double duty, playing
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit of defensive line tonight. Yeah, when you play 8 different guys on the offensive line, you got to find reps for them other places. So Kirkland in there at defensive tackle spot, playing alongside Ross
But that's
Johnson.
something nice to have.
It really is.
There's always been a shortage of actual linemen.
All right, so 2nd and 4 coming up for the Bucks. The hand is up the middle. Does a good job bouncing it outside. T.J. Johnson spins him around with a WWE
Number
move.
9, Ethan Wallace on the carry for the Bucks.
But Wallace will have a
Number
second
34,
consecutive
TJ
first
Johnson.
down for the Bucks, and they're on the move across midfield at the Lee County 49. All right, so yet another change on this defense for Lee County. McKendall, who had been playing as that single high safety, when he initially came out, Schlesinger went back there, but now Eli Garrison checks into the game. Schlesinger's moved down and is really playing like a 4th linebacker. That 4-4 look that they give. So Ripples, and the first down carry is good for 11 and another first down. Ethan Wallace doing damage.
So Hoke County finding a little momentum moving the ball right now in the run game. So if they can keep that going. It's 3rd first down on this drive.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, if they get one more of those, you're going to see them come out of that 4-4 and go to a 5-3.
Definitely.
All right, flipping around. Johns and Schlesinger are going to change sides. Wallace again up the middle. Schlesinger leads a swarm of Jackets. And no luck for Wallace this time. Maybe he gets a yard. Clock inside 3 minutes left in the first quarter. All right, Tyreek McKendall's back in the ball game, back at that safety spot.
It's always great to bring in players who are not used to playing that position, but yet can still come down and make a tackle.
Well, Eli Garrison's sort of that Swiss Army knife in the secondary.
That's my man. Everything is Jackson Lamish.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2nd and 9 for the Bucks. There's the snap. Stevens. Johnson's got him.
There he is.
Johnson, probably a good job by Johnson there to let go because he was going to horse collar him.
Yeah.
Let him go. He gets positive yardage, but that beats a personal foul, and I'm going to give Johnson credit and say he knew what was going on. All right, 3rd and 4 when that's all said and done. Disrupted by Johnson, but he's not able to finish the play. And this, first of all, 4-down territory for Hoke County because they have no field goal unit.
Yeah.
They're 0 for 1 on attempts this year. So, secondly, given the game situation and who they're playing, there's no chance they're not going for this 4th down. And it's important enough they're going to take a timeout. While they do, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back on the other side. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week from Lee County, North Carolina.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
All right, welcome back to Lee County. Chris Delambert, Jerry Chalmers here on the call. This is a long time out, sir, isn't it? I mean, they're preparing for halftime. I have been assured that it will be, while it is a homecoming halftime, which means they're long, that it will not be what we've become accustomed to.
Okay.
So we'll see. All right, 3rd and 4, Hoke County. Big play in the ball game. Montez Stevens, quarterback. Montre Daniels at the tailback. Stevens going to keep it, and stuffed, gets about half what he needed, bring up fourth and about 3. And that's interesting that Stevens, the much least accomplished between he and Avery running the football, coming out of a timeout. A little surprised we didn't see Avery come in. Now Avery's going to come in for the 4th down. You've coached a lot of football in your life, sir. What do you think about rotating quarterbacks at the high school level, good, bad, or otherwise?
If you're just running the ball, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
But if you're actually – if you got a passing quarterback and they can never get in a rhythm.
Okay, for a team that's come in, been outscored 108-6 in the last 3 weeks,
got to change.
You got to convert here. Avery going to keep it. Avery getting strung out. Looked to me like Schlesinger got hold. The referee didn't see it that way. Going to be forced out of bounds, but not until after he picks up about 8 on the carry. Schlesinger got swallowed up on that play.
Definitely looked like a
not
hold.
Happy.
Knocked out of bounds by number 2.
But one way or the other, unable to get off the block and seal that edge. And we talked early about Noah Johns on the other side, how well he sets that edge. Schlesinger more accustomed to playing safety than actually playing at that linebacker position. That's something he is not going to be happy about. All right, 1st and 10 inside the Remax red zone for the Hoke County Bucks. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Avery, hands, Wallace, nothing. Stacked up by 3 different jackets.
Definitely looks like some holding from up this angle. Maybe, they can't see it down.
Are you talking about that play or the play prior to that?
Both.
Okay, well.
Both.
All right, well.
Definitely.
All right, 2nd and 13 coming up for Bucks. All right, they bring a new couple of receivers in. Going to have to hustle to get this play off before the end of the quarter. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Avery takes a snap just before the end of the quarter, gets it out there. Dortch Johnson on the reception. Man, he's quick.
Nice speed over there.
Up close to a 1st down. Going to be just short, it appears. So 3rd and a couple when we start the 2nd quarter. So they're going to make that long walk to the other end. And while they do, we'll take a break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our mind. We can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go to
Visit us online at ClassicNissanSanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Lee County Yellow Jackets up 7-0 on the visiting Hoke County Bucks in this big conference matchup. What are your thoughts on the first quarter, Jerry? Oh, I didn't know.
Well,
I'll give you a break. You go ahead and finish that. I didn't realize you were getting a commercial snack break in there.
I guess I'm the eater, There's always the eater in one group, so I'm the eater in the group. I mean, as far as for Hoke County, I would be happy at this point to come out at 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. And with this drive right here, they can kind of make this a game. And like you just said earlier, if they don't score here, that will take a lot of, momentum that they've gained in this last drive here for the rest of, as far as the rest of the game goes.
This is a team to come in, confidence got to be a little shook given the way the last 3 weeks have gone. They get points here, restore a little bit of that confidence. Maybe you make this thing interesting. If you get stopped here inside the 20, could be tough. All right, Wallace hand is to Wallace. Wallace down inside the 5. Lee County going to have to bow their backs here. You got 1st and goal from the 3, and unable to solve that off-tackle run here. Not doing a very good job setting the edge, to be honest.
Still standing the same D. What looks to be a 4-4.
If I'm being honest, I'm surprised the look hasn't changed. We're essentially seeing that 4-4 We've seen it the entire game thus far. And Avery, man,
nice,
what a play.
Nice.
Fumble.
Oh, nice.
It's out. Picked up. It's going the other way.
That's definitely a touchdown.
Here we go. They're coming. Can he get a block?
There
Good
it
heads
is.
up block.
Nice.
And he's
block.
going all the way.
Nice
TJ
block.
Johnson.
TJ
96
Johnson.
yards on the fumble recovery. Sir.
Man, I tell you what, we just said it. I tell you what, though.
That's a soul stealer.
Tyreek McKendall came up and made a hit that caused that fumble. And now, here we go. Here we go.
Tyreek McKendall with the play of this short game.
Hey.
TJ Johnson took off, and good job for his pursuit.
Oh, yeah.
Recognizing that those receivers were walking TJ down.
Oh, yeah.
And got just enough of them to let the big man get loose. 6.
He got a touchdown back.
And yeah, you're right. Well, can you imagine if he had 2 on defense already?
Already. Yeah.
All right, Kennedy Hernandez 2 for 2 now on extra points. There's a flag on the extra point. They're going to enforce it on the kick. 11:16 to go. We'll take a quick break, be back with the kick. Lee County 14, Hoke County nothing.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
Woo! Jerry Chalmers.
Yeah.
Things change really quick at the high school football.
Yes, sir.
Looked for all intents and purposes like Hope was going to punch it in, tie this ball game up, and we were going to have a serious ball game. Lee County, Tyreek McKendall and TJ Johnson had other thoughts. We talked about the transformation of Tyreek McKendall from a wide receiver playing defense to a safety. That's each week for the last 3 or 4 weeks we've seen a play.
Yeah.
That was the play
That was
up to
the
this
play.
point.
That was the play.
He just flipped the whole game on its ear.
You can about give he looked like a D1 safety at that point right there.
There's a lot of people out there feel like he's looked like a D1 safety for a long time.
Yeah, but he played.
Now he's playing like one.
That was a play ever won.
All right, Hernandez, 11:16 to go in the half. Kicking off to Hoke County, who's got to feel like they got kicked in the gut.
That one hurt. That one definitely hurt.
All right, high spinner left. Fair catch is called for. Hoke County's well coached on this. They've been prepared for it, and they've been signaled for fair catches every time they've seen it. That time Nick Watts reels it in.
30-yard line.
All right, looks like Stevens will be – nope, they're going to call the whole offense over to the sideline. Man, what's your pep talk here?
What do you do? I was just going. What do you say after that? Like, what can you say?
Let's go play ball. All right, 1st and 10 at the 30. Avery, after the big fumble, down deep in Lee County territory.
1st and goal.
From the 3.
From the 3.
In an open field with a guy
tough.
that explosive, you got to
tough.
think I'm in this. And pow, a torpedo comes out of nowhere. Like a drone strike.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Avery from the gun. And now we're going to get a timeout, Lee County. A little miscommunication going on. And Coach Bordeaux wants to talk about it. We'll stay here through the break. So you talked about your high school reunion last week. How'd that work out?
It was really nice, man. We had after I finally got out there, I got there about 8:30. On Friday night, we went over to Hugger Mugger for about 7 or 8 of us. But then Saturday night was really nice. We had about 50 people come out, mingle a little bit, talk a little bit, eat a little bit, tell a few stories.
And then go to bed early.
But it didn't happen that way. I ended up, we after we left there, we had another one of our classmates who planned a little get-together at her house after that. So basically everyone went right over there. So we had a really good time. Good to catch up with a few people and see what they got going on. And like I said, talk about what you have going on and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, there'll be a whole lot of that here tonight with homecoming. Good crowd. Good crowd. And we say it all the time. This is a beautiful night for football.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Stevens in at quarterback from the gun. Takes a snap. And straight ahead, still driving those legs. Going to get 3 on the carry is Devontre Daniels. 33 carries for 204 yards and a touchdown. He's the second leading rusher in pretty much every category behind Wallace on this squad.
On the carry for Hoke County. Tackle for the Jackets by number 46, Dylan Gerke.
All right, second down. And if you're Hoke County, you're thinking 2 things. 1, let's string a couple first downs together. But 2, let's not give up anything. 2 big turnovers are the difference in the game. Mark Schlesinger out there tracks down the receiver after a short pickup. Give him 1 and call it 3rd and 5.
Big play here for Hoke County.
It really is.
Really big play for Hoke County right here.
Pass is complete to number 6,
Definitely want to try to establish another drive like he just came off of. But it's not quite leading up that way.
All right, interesting formation. They're coming out. Wallace checks back into the game, but they check out their fullback. Tupuola. And Stevens in there again on this 3rd down from the gun. Takes the snap, drops to throw, pressure coming, and they got him. Landon Johnson meets at the quarterback with T.J. Johnson. T.J. having an all-state night.
Man, he's an all-state player. And I'm still yet. I can't understand why. I mean, what are they sleeping? They're sleeping right now.
They are sleeping.
They are definitely sleeping right now. He's a complete student athlete, Mr. Homecoming, won Homecoming King tonight. Hey, so if we didn't got any college watching this game, give this man an offer. You will not be upset.
Well, NC State and UNC fans are going to be scratching their heads when he ends up at ECU or App State and be like, how'd they get another one?
They love to see him in purple.
Because you were asleep.
Yeah. I tell you what, Jaden wants all 3 of them down there. He wants all 3 in purple and gold. Now, that's very hard to happen, but he would love it. He would definitely love it.
And when you say all 3, go ahead, put it out there.
All 3, meaning Kenyon Palmer, that's his cousin, T.J. Johnson, and Tyreek McKendall. He would love to have all 3, and they can all play there as well.
Yes, they can. All right, 4th down. Here's the punt. Snap is good. Oof. Nobody touched him. Nice acting job by the punter there.
That's a nice punt.
It really is. Going to roll dead at the 30-yard line. Jackets will have it. Up 14-0. 8:47 to go in the first half. I think they slow it down right now and run the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple touches for Brown, and then we see Morris check into the game for the first time.
Okay.
Man, Kendall Morris, we talk about him when he comes in. He had a big run wiped off on a penalty.
Yeah.
And let's be frank, a garbage penalty last week.
Yeah.
Had a 53-yard touchdown come off. But averaging almost 10 yards a carry.
Hey.
All right, Brown stacked up. Nice play in the run game there by Hoke County. They'll get him for no gain, maybe a loss of 1 for Brown on first down.
He has a different gear.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He has a different gear. And that showed last night on the breakaway runs like that.
All right, 2nd and 11. 4 wide receivers in the ball game. B.J. Brown, the lone back. Will Patterson from the gun. Hoke County shows pressure, then calls it off. Tyreek McKendall steps out of 1 tackle, steps through another couple bucks, and will have – I'm not even going to make the call. There we go. They're going to wave the chains ahead. That'll be a Lee County first down.
Yes, sir.
First down, Jackets.
All right, Coach Bordeaux over there giving in hand signals, calls both the offense and the defense. There were some people that questioned how well that was going to go, but it seems to be just fine so far this year. Ooh. B.J. Brown met in the backfield. What we got there? That's number 17 on the play. Nick Watts coming up from a safety position. They list him as a corner, but he's lined up at safety.
Stop for Hoke County by number 75.
Biggest defensive
William
play of the night for Hoke
Yeah,
County thus
definitely.
far. All right, 2nd and 13. So Lee County trying to do what I said and take the air out of the ball. Hoke County not cooperating and would likely to see it in the air again here. We'll see what's dialed up. Patterson drops, gets it out quick. Has a man. That's McKendall again. McKendall just dragging folks. Needed 12, got about 17.
I'm
And
really
he's
seeing a
in-
different motive, man.
He is into Hoke County territory and a Lee County first down, brought to you by Pentair Pool Supplies.
First down.
47-yard line. Pat McCracken calling the PA like he's done for a million years.
Hey, he's the GOAT.
He is.
He's the GOAT.
McKendall checks out and into the game, number 19.
Now, we also have Southern Lee playing at home tonight as well. Am I correct?
Yes, we do. Jalen Pearson checks in for the first time at receiver. There's that little toss sweep that Coach Bordeaux loves so much. B.J. Brown running through folks.
Nice run.
And picks up 18 out to another Lee County first down inside the Bucks 30.
For Hoke County by number 2, Matthew Leach.
I tell you what,
First down,
when B.J.
Jackets.
develops that next gear, it's going to be really dangerous, man.
Yeah, Southern Lee playing their first game in 3 weeks tonight. We'll
Yeah.
check in on that and give you an update shortly.
Yeah, Pinecrest tonight, correct? Okay.
All right, Patterson. Whoa, good job of hanging on to it. Gets it out of there late. Eli Garrison. Garrison going to be close to a first down. They'll mark him a yard short. 2nd and 1 coming up. 6:15 to go in the half. Lee County right now
Coverage and tackle.
really hitting on all 8 cylinders.
Gregory Hayes.
And I tell you, if Hoke County can't stop that screen, it's going to be a long night. All right. That's one of those false start on everybody but the center.
Remember, fans,
Yeah, a little
visit
confusion.
Ohio for your concession needs. Candy, drinks, popcorn, Chick-fil-A sandwiches, pizza.
Caden Pedley in there at center right now. Not on the same sheet as everybody. Sorry to put you out there like that with the first mention on there. All right, 2nd and 6 now. Whoa, there's going to be 5. They're going to give it right back.
The hard count there.
Yep, offsides. Hoke County got 5, and they're going to give 5 right back, and we're 2nd and 1 again. All right, they wind the clock. Patterson looks. Looking, takes off. Now he's going to run. Nope, now he got his eyes down the field.
I'm loving it.
And
I love
has
that.
B.J. Brown coming all the way across the field
Number 7,
and
B.J. Brown.
picks up another Lee County first down, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
And here comes that package.
Here they come.
22 and 34.
And I'm going to tell you, what you going to do about it? That's what I'm going to call it. That's the what you going to do about it package.
Man, that's tough.
All right, T.J. Johnson, JoJo Jennings. Jennings gets it. What you going to do about it? Well, they stack him up. They had something for it.
If you don't get his legs, if you go to tackle JoJo up high,
Stop for Hoke.
that's a waste of energy.
All right, well, they made him change direction in the hole. He lost momentum, and good job to rally to the football by Hoke County. But I'm going to tell you what, you're going to get exactly the same thing again on 2nd down. I don't know. They looked an awful long time over there at the sideline. Look for a pass to Johnson on this. All right, Patterson. Hands to Jennings. Jennings. Man, Hoke County doing a great job of bottling that up. Only going to get a couple. He's down to the 4-yard line. And 3rd and goal.
Stop by number 3, Elijah Alford.
Hey, maybe that nickname's got to go, man.
Yeah.
What you going to do about it, package? We'll see. Let's not give up yet. It's
if
3rd
they
and
can get
5.
in there
3rd and goal
now.
from the 5. Watch for play action with Johnson leading and running right out into the flat.
I see it.
You
They're
see
not
it?
looking for it.
There we go. There
Oh,
we
no.
go. Oh, no,
No.
they give it to JoJo. And you know what? They had 6 if they'd run what I said to
They
run,
had
Jerry.
6, yeah. They weren't even waiting. They
And
weren't looking
instead,
for it.
Kennedy Hernandez out there. Hoke County, great stand. Great stand. Lee County, man, with all the momentum. 1st and goal inside the 10. Get nothing out of it.
That's a great stop for Hoke
It
County.
really is.
Great stop.
It really is.
Wasn't expected. But
I'm going to give
great
Coach
stop.
Bordeaux grief about that on
Got to.
Monday, buddy.
Got to.
So Monday we'll be at Wilkinson Cadillac for the Zaxby's Coaches Show, 7 o'clock. We do it every Monday. Coach Bordeaux will be there with me. As far as I know, Coach Mike McClure from Southern Lee will be there as well, so we can recap their game.
Oh.
Garrison on the fake, looking to throw, has a man, gets it, but he's going to be stopped and pushed out of bounds. I think that was Eli Garrison.
To TJ.
I think that was Garrison improv.
Okay.
I think that snap was high, and Garrison did that on his own. I don't think that was by design.
Really didn't look like it.
It didn't, and if you're going to run a fake like that, I think you run it to the wide side, but who knows?
Yeah.
I'd say we'll never know, but we will know because I'll ask Coach on Monday.
Scotland 7.
All right, so Lee County, man, kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Chance to go up by 3 scores. Didn't quite do it. And Hoke County with a lot of real estate to move up here. That ball's going to be spotted all the way back inside the 5 at the 4-yard line where they'll take over.
I tell you what, it's nothing like high school football.
No.
Friday nights. When it wasn't football season, even my daughter started asking me, Daddy, when does the season start?
All right, Avery in at quarterback again. Takes the snap, fakes, looking.
Oh, there it is. That's
Schlesinger
with a one-hander.
Touchdown.
There is the dog.
3 turnovers, 3 touchdowns.
What a play, Mark Schlesinger.
2 of them coming. Defense said, offense, we don't even need you. Mark Schlesinger with the biggest splash play of his varsity career.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the pick 6.
A one-hander.
And running over the sideline like, yeah, that's what I do. All right, number 8 with the big play. And Hoke County, even when they get a break, doesn't really get a break.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Hernandez out here. Let's see if they kick it this time. Garrison to hold. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up. Kick is straight through. 21-0 Jackets. 3:33 to go in the first half here in Sanford. We'll take a quick break. Be back on the other side with the kick.
Pentair. Empowering people to move water. Improve water. Enjoy water. So that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at Pentair, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. Pentair, bringing water to life, for life.
All right, welcome back to Sanford. 21-0 Lee County. 3.5 to go in the first half. And you made an observation, Mr. Chalmers, that, Hoke County, when they get off the bus, looks like a formidable opponent. And I'm not saying that they're not, but it's in the execution phase. And I have seen highlight reels. I've seen little bits, but I haven't been able to see enough live action footage to see if this is what they try to do on offense.
Yeah.
But their execution in the passing game, sir.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, Hernandez kicks
tough.
it. And doesn't get the bounce he was looking for. Ball will go out of bounds, and a procedure flag comes out. So Hoke County will take over, hoping for a better result. 3 turnovers. 1 led to a short field that the Lee County offense punched in. 2 resulted in returns for touchdowns. And Kennedy Hernandez came off the field. He's hurt himself, sir.
Limping off?
Yes, sir. He's not in good shape. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm not even sure who would handle kickoff duties or extra points. I have a feeling they'd go for 2 if Hernandez is unavailable, but I don't know who would handle kickoff duties, and hopefully that's not anything serious. All right. 3-man front for Lee County. Wallace into the secondary. Wallace running hard. Big gain.
Nice
picks
run.
up 25 on first down.
Number 9, Ethan Wallace on the carry.
There's some
for
fight
Hoke
left
County.
in this Buck squad.
Brought down by number 8, Mark Schlesinger.
They're going to hustle up, picking up the pace here. That's interesting, too. I'd been a little methodical for Hoke County up to this point, but they look like they want to get up there and run. Avery at quarterback, giving instructions. Sets the protection. 3 wide receiver split left. Now they're going to take a beat, look to the sideline. New set of signals being called out. 4-man front now for Lee County. Avery hands to Wallace up the middle, and Wallace good hard running, and will be inside the 35 to about the 33. And this is second and 4, second and 3 maybe coming up.
Definitely kind of drive you want to try to follow it with it before going into halftime. Something positive. Get something positive out of it.
Well, we've said that a couple times now.
Yeah.
And been unable to come away with points, and that's sort of been, the story of the last 3 weeks for Hoke County.
Definitely.
All right, Avery from the gun. Ball at the 33-yard line, 2.5 to go. Back to pass. Johnson coming, and Johnson going to get him after the tackle was broken there. Looked like he was going to get free as he broke free from Harris Wilkinson. But Landon Johnson comes and cleans it up. 3rd and a long 5. Well, I tell you what, I know a daddy that was out of his skin right there as Wilkinson almost got that sack.
Don't tell him about that.
Oh, I won't have to tell him. He will have seen it. I
know he's seen that.
He always ends up finding his way onto the field. I'm trying to – it's on the chain gang or whatever. It's funny how that works. All right, Avery from the gun. Drops. Pressure coming. And throws it behind his receiver. Had a little bit of space out there. Looking for Camonte Williams. Offense is going to stay out there. Told you the field goal team, not one of the high points of this Buck squad. 4th and a long 5. The offense is out there. Jerry, you don't throw the ball well at all.
No.
Picking up 5 in the run game, a complete roll of the dice. I don't envy whoever's playing the calling the plays right now.
This is where that passing comes into play, and if you don't have that switching out of quarterbacks, he can never get in a groove.
All right, Avery from the gun takes a snap, dropping Johnson, got the screen, nice call. Aaron Wallace picking his way through the secondary and going to be wrapped up and dragged down at about the 3-yard line. Great play call.
That was a great play call.
And Lee County never saw it coming. Those defensive linemen took off and thought they were getting a sack. And that was reminiscent of a playoff play that knocked Lee County out of the postseason a couple years ago. You remember Dudley, who we had beaten, could not throw the football, hadn't been able to throw it all night, and late in the 4th quarter,
missed tackle on
4th and long, ran a screen just like that for a touchdown. Sent Lee County home for the year.
And I do believe that would have been the first year Lee County made it to the state championship game. That game.
First of all, Dudley that year had been a team that had almost sandbagged, had a lot of injuries early. And were seeded badly. We should have never played them that early.
Never.
All right, we're going to get a timeout from Coach Purdue and Lee County, break our little trip down memory lane. And we'll be back with this 1st and goal play for Hoke County after this quick break.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
All right, welcome back to Sanford. Gigantic play in the ball game. 1st and goal from the 5. Lee County up 21-0. Hope knocking on the door. We've said it over and over again.
Yeah.
Hope needs points again.
Got to get it here.
They're down deep.
Give a little quick update of some conference football going on in our area.
All right, I'm all ears.
We got Pinecrest 14, Richmond 7 in the second half. So that's definitely a big rival game that way.
Yes, it is. Richmond, Pinecrest, Lee County got to be in the mix. Maybe Scotland. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out. All right, Avery from the gun. Oh, and there's movement. There's one shot to the foot. Got to back him up, put him 1st and goal from the 10. Looked like the right guard there got a head start. Clock a factor. but Hoke County with all 3 timeouts.
Illegal motion on
So they
Hoke
don't have to
County.
be in too big a hurry.
First and goal from the 9-yard line.
So fear of a big play from the defense, how does that impact your play calling down here?
I don't think it impacts your play calling.
Okay.
It impacts the quarterback more than anything to me. Because I was just here. I can't do the same thing overnight. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself.
All right, Devontre Daniels in at tailback. Avery slings it out in the flat, and positive yardage inside the 5 again, down around the 3-yard line. Second and goal from the 3.
Number 6.
And a timeout for Hoke County with 34 seconds to go. Finish your thought, Jerry.
I think it puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback, not so much on the play caller, because just like if you're playing Madden football, hey, this is the play.
4th and 37, I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. Send him one on the fly, let's throw it. But but for the guy on the field, it's a lot of pressure on that play right there. Just a lot. This drive right here, he has a lot of pressure on him.
I'm going to tell you, though, if I were on that far sideline, nobody over there is asking my opinion.
Yeah.
But if I was on there and I was inside the 5-yard line, you'd have to stop big number 9, Ethan Wallace, a couple times coming off the edge. Lee County, the one thing they've struggled to do on defense so far tonight is seal that edge on those off-tackle runs. I wouldn't get too cute.
There's no need for it.
Nope.
I mean,
make him do something.
He's had a lot of successful runs, short runs, power runs. This is it right here. I don't think I'm passing the ball. That's a definite.
All right, they got that thing marked at the 2. Second and goal from the 2. Avery in at quarterback still. I'm also going to make an observation. I'd have let that clock work a little bit more before I called that timeout.
Yeah. You don't want to get in the ball back.
We'll see how the rest of this half plays out, but I'd just soon run that thing down a little bit lower than that. All right, Avery, hands, straight ahead, nothing. And see, there they go right up the gut.
There's my man, too, Ross Johnson.
And Wallace, I hear you. You got an awful lot of bodies there right in the middle. Schlesinger gets up a little slowly. And
His toe got stepped on.
Hoke County with the timeout? Or did Lee County get the timeout? I missed the call.
I missed that one.
All right, 31 seconds to go. Hoke County called timeout. I'm going to say this one more time, Jerry Chalmers. You let that clock work a little bit. You had 3 of them.
Yeah. You don't want to put the ball back in their hands with time.
I mean, you've only got one more play before you're either going to score or turn it over on downs. I'd have let that clock work a little bit. Lee County still with 1 timeout in their pocket. Now you're in a situation, if they stop them on 3rd down here, I'm not going to be surprised if Lee County doesn't beat them to the timeout.
I believe it.
All right, here we go. 31 seconds to go. Hoke County tried to pass out to the flat on the left side, got nothing, ran Wallace up the middle on 2nd down. Now they've got Wallace in there at tailback, Avery at quarterback. And motion again. Bang, there's a second shot in the foot. That one hurts. That one hurts.
What do you at practice on Monday? The importance of plays like this.
You're coming out of a timeout, Jerry.
Just being disciplined. Now, that hurts. That hurts.
Now there's a conversation over there. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Offsides on the Jackets.
Lee County sideline not excited about that at all. And I got to tell you, I didn't see anybody.
I didn't either.
Do anything. And the protagonist for that call was the referee.
Yeah.
Because the call there at the line of scrimmage was a false start, and he talked him out of that. I don't know what he saw. That's interesting. All right, so 3rd and goal from the 1. Avery going to keep. Avery being pushed toward the goal line. Going to be stopped. No, they got him just across the goal line. Hoke County hits pay dirt. 21-6.
For Hoke County.
Hoke County taking advantage of an opportunity. I like that. All right.
Field goal units in.
Field goal unit is on. Now, they're 10 of 11 on extra points.
Okay.
It's in the field goal game.
Okay.
I'm going to be very interested to see how this center holder exchange works here. It looks
Not
good.
bad.
It's blocked. I was going to call that and thought, no, that's a little too homerish. I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah.
I had a feeling. All right, it's 21-6, 25 seconds to go. I don't even have to ask you if they're going to try to move the ball because they are.
I believe it.
With a timeout in their pocket.
That's 2 shots.
I think you're going to see, if nothing else, you'll see at least one of the next 2 play calls be a bubble screen. I'm interested to see if Aaron Wallace comes out on the field, and he's not, which is really surprising to me.
Let's see.
But he may have some cramping going on. He's over there on the sideline. Interesting. All right. 1st and 10 for Lee. Well, excuse me, we're going to kick it off. I guess we got to do that first.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen when they come out on offense. You'll get a tunnel on one of these couple of play calls.
I definitely think they will keep it away from number 2.
You talking about on this kickoff?
Oh, yeah.
You think?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But, hey, if you keep
you got guys, I'm going to tell you what, you got guys all over in that back six that can do some damage.
Yeah, anywhere.
And I'm going to tell you, if I'm on that kick return team,
onside.
Let 2 have it. I don't want 34 to touch the football.
Oh, yeah.
34 is out there in between the 2 return men. 22, JoJo Jennings over there on the right side on the wing. I'd kick this thing out of bounds if I was a kicker.
Yeah.
I don't want either one of those guys to touch it, and I don't want to have to chase either Brown or McKendall.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what Hoke County wants to do. Pick your poison, sir. And in the middle of it all, you got Mark Schlesinger, who might just go running looking for somebody to hit if he gets that ball. All right, nice high kick. B.J. Brown going to field it at the 7-yard line. Brown looking for a hole. Has a seam and gets to the outside.
That's trouble.
My gosh, Jerry.
That's trouble.
Oh. You had. I don't know where he came from.
Was that the kicker?
B.J. Brown.
I'm going to tell you right now, I want to see that on replay.
Oh,
I thought he came off the sideline.
Number 30.
I didn't see him.
I know B.J. didn't
30.
see him either.
That was a big hit.
That was a huge hit. And I don't think B.J. saw it.
I don't either.
He was looking to his left where he was being walked down to see if he was going to get a block.
And he come out.
And he got mollywopped.
Hey, he got right up. That's a good thing.
All right, 10 seconds to go. Actually 11 seconds when you look at it. A timeout in Lee County's pocket. There's Patterson. He's looking down the field. Need to get rid of it. And hangs it out there. He's got a man. And 3.5 seconds left, so they get one more play. A little surprised by the play call there. And they might have been looking for tunnel, and it might have just been covered. But anyway, this will be the last play of the half, barring a penalty. So from the 35, and I'm looking to see personnel. Palmer is in the game. Garrison is in the game. McKendall is in the game. And Logan Walker. Aaron Wallace, the fastest of the Jackets, not in the game. He's on the sideline. All right, Patterson with 3 seconds to go takes a snap. Good blocking. Patterson steps up and is going to be ridden down for a sack, and that'll bring us to double zeros in the first half, 21-6. Lee County, we will take a quick break and be back with the halftime show. A lot to talk about, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back on the other side.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome to the Classic Nissan Halftime Report.
All right, welcome to the halftime show. Chris Delambert, Jerry Chalmers.
Yes, sir.
21-6 at halftime. There's a discussion going on on the field, I'm not going to speculate as to what it is. We'll see when this is all said and done. I think something really hokey happened there before the end of the half.
I don't know.
But we shall see.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he just appeared.
Somebody materialized. An interdimensional traveler.
And it was a big hit, too.
We'll see. I don't know.
It was a big hit.
We'll get to see it on the return. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So, 21-6.
Mm-hmm.
The upside here for Hoke County is they've matched their offensive output for the last 3 weeks. The downside is they've turned the ball over 3 times.
Right.
Each one of those has led to points. 2 of them immediately. They returned by the defense for Lee County. You had another one that created a short field for Lee County to open the game. I'm not sure what I think of the Lee County offense tonight. But at the same time, hard to get upset when you've put 3 scores on the board in the first half. So where are you at with that?
My thoughts are, if I'm Hoke County and I'm Hoke County's coach, we're not too bad, and we have not played great. It's 21-6. We've been there. You know, we've been at that in the red zone twice.
Yeah.
Twice. We got 6 points out of it. So they've actually made this it could have been a lot different. I'll say that. If it weren't for big defensive plays, this game is a lot different.
So let me ask you this. And I know I hate to be dramatic and sound like one of the early morning talking heads that make me want to wreck my car in the morning. But is it possible that over the last 4 weeks, even though Lee County's won 2 of the last 3 games and it looks like they've got this one under control, they'll get the ball to start the second half, is it possible that their Achilles heel has been exposed?
I do think it's a little possible. Somewhat.
That run defense has got to set the edge better.
Yeah.
Now, when you try to run up the middle and you're running into the teeth of that defense with those 2 big inside backers when they run that 4-4, T.J. Johnson and JoJo Jennings will ruin your night. But on the edges, you got to be able to set the edge. And I'm going to tell you, they've changed the formation a little bit. They had been running. Noah Johns had been playing exclusively weak side, flipping around. Teams, and I don't even know if they're doing it by design, they're running to the other side. They're not getting that edge set.
Right.
And that could be problematic as we move through the rest of the season. I'm interested to see. And, of course, the erstwhile defensive coordinator, Andre Jacobs, has moved on. There's a great staff here at Lee County, but not that guy who always seemed to have a solution.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see the adjustment as we move forward, see if maybe we see them come out of that 4-3 or 4-4, go back more to a 4-3 look. I don't know what they do.
Well, you know, before, JoJo was playing the edge, and now he's moved back to linebacker. Now, we may see a switch there because Hoke County is definitely using that right there to their advantage. And I would keep doing it, to be honest. The game could be really different if you know, a couple missed plays in between here and there. This is a 21-14 game, possibly 21-21. You know, without the turnovers, it's actually 21-14. A lot of scenarios.
I mean, without the turnovers at the goal line, it's 14-14.
Yeah, it's a game. So, hey, we got to see.
I don't have any doubt, even though we haven't seen huge numbers from this offense, I don't have any doubt this offense can walk the ball up and down the field.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little concerned as we move week to week to week to see the success that teams are having running the football against Lee County.
Yeah.
Because, and maybe we're spoiled for the last 3 or 4 years.
Right,
if you're one-dimensional and all you did was run the ball, it was going to be an early
game
night.
over.
Now we're seeing teams, though, that can commit to the run, and if they execute effectively, it causes problems. And got to be a little concerning because the schedule, we've talked about it doesn't get easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a murderer's row you got to go through until you get to the last week with Southern Lee.
Yeah.
In between there, you got Richmond, Pinecrest, Scotland, buddy.
It's gonna be nice to see though. I mean, because one thing it would definitely do is prepare you for the 3A, playoffs, where these are 4A teams that we're playing against. So if you're looking at 4A and 3A, a lot of people always say there's a big difference. But what it'll do for Lee County is that'll give them that early competition early. They had the game against Glenn early. It showed a little bit. Seemed that they have taken some things from that game and fixed it up a little bit more. But as this season goes on and you get to Pinecrest, the game tonight at Pinecrest and Richmond County is going to also it could change up the conference too.
It could.
So
and I'll be honest with you. Everybody screamed and hollered, Richmond.
No, Pinecrest is good.
Yeah, Pinecrest is good.
Pinecrest is good.
Pinecrest is really
from them.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
Now, I got a hypothetical for you. And obviously, if Lee County wins a state championship this year, nobody really they couldn't give a dog on what happens.
Right.
But let me give you an option. You either get a conference championship and out in the first round, or no conference championship and you get knocked out in the state semifinal. Which do you take?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I think I want a deep playoff run.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I want a deep playoff.
I mean,
run.
when you're telling stories, conference champs. That's a title.
Yeah, it's a title.
Got knocked out in the semis. That's
it's
not
a title.
So it'll be interesting to see. We're getting way ahead of ourselves, just musing about this, because in a perfect world, Lee County finds a way to win this conference championship, and they go on a deep playoff run, and find some good fortune. And
now I will say this: if they do win the conference, this will be one of the biggest conference championships in a long time. Yeah, by far.
Not to take anything away from the previous construction of the conference,
right?
But after the first time, we were like, all right. And now you go back before the last 4 years when we had to play Terry Sanford and Grace Creek and the rest of that. That was a nice conference. I still don't understand why we didn't go back to that conference.
Yeah.
James Alverson just walked by. I don't want to, bother him about it again. But
they said they didn't want him back. That's what they said. That's what they said.
I don't know. Yeah. The story that I have been told essentially – and it is more complicated than this, is that the Fayetteville schools didn't want to play Richmond and Scotland anymore. Yeah. And to be honest, for the folks at home, the state and Scotland and Richmond had a vested interest in keeping those teams in the same conference.
Right.
So if they're going to insist on playing in the same conference and Fayetteville says we don't want to play in a blended conference with Richmond and Scotland, what do? Well, you find a conference that's willing to, and to be 100% candid about the entire process. You can fuss about the conferences all you want. If Lee County hadn't agreed to it, it wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right, that's the halftime show. Thanks for everybody tuning in. This should be a great second half of football. Lee County gets the ball to open the second half. I think they're going to come out, get this thing on track, and they'll keep this thing under control. But Hoke County, not a bad ball club, man. If they execute a little bit in the passing game, they've shown they can run the ball. That defense is not going to let Lee County just run it down their throats. That's the first time we've seen that big package come out and get stuffed 3 times in a row.
First time.
So kudos to Hoke County.
First time.
So we're going to get off of here. We'll be back after homecoming is over. It'll be an extended break, but we'll see you on the other side with the second half. Thanks for tuning in to the NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. We'll see you in a little bit.
Pentair. Empowering people to move water, improve water, enjoy water, so that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at Pentair, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. Pentair, bringing water to life, for life.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our mind, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go down.
Visit us online at ClassicNissanSanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
Pentair. Empowering people to move water. Improve water. Enjoy water. So that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at Pentair, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. Pentair, bringing water to life, for life.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here. Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our mind, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go down.
Visit us online at classicnissansanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
Pentair. Empowering people to move water. Improve water. Enjoy water. So that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at Pentair, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. Pentair, bringing water to life, for life.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our minds, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go there.
Visit us online at ClassicNissanSanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
Pentair. Empowering people to move water. Improve water. Enjoy water. So that people can live their best, healthiest lives. Lives with purpose. Lives with enjoyment. Lives that flourish. Lives with hope. Because at Pentair, we're not just about better water. We're about better life. Pentair, bringing water to life, for life.
Wilkins.
Welcome back to Lee County, North Carolina, the home of the Lee County Yellow Jackets. Paul B. Gay Stadium, 21-6 Jackets over the visiting Hoke County Bucks. And Lee County will get the ball to start the second half. The last time Hoke County kicked off, the only time Hoke County kicked off, they kicked it to B.J. Brown, number 7, who looked like he was going to score, and a tackler materialized, came up like Bugs Bunny out of a hole in the field
and laid a nice hit.
And laid a lick on him and saved a touchdown. Lee County unable to capitalize with only 10 seconds left on the clock and kept this game within reach, 21-6.
That was a big hit.
I'm still want to see the video on that.
I got to see it.
All right, we'll see who they kick it to. It'd be interesting if they try to kick it away from Brown because between Brown and McKendall, the other return man, I think I'd rather Brown have it. Well, so would Hoke County. They're going to take Brown again. Brown brings it up to the middle, looking for a seam. Got it going. There's a big hole. Well blocked. Brown with a man to beat and cuts it back inside. Good job of containing him, but not before he's into Buck territory. Lee County will take over at the 43-yard line. Another short field.
Yeah, really nice
kicker.
return yards tonight.
Yeah, he did. Kicker coming up with the stop. And I'm not going to lie, BJ hesitated when he got to the sideline a little bit.
He did.
If I see him on Monday, I will give him a little grief about that. He had his head on a swivel. So lesson learned there. All right, 4 wide receivers in the game for Lee County to open the second half. Will Patterson, senior quarterback. And timeout Hoke County coming out of halftime. Interesting. Let's count bodies. And that's why they did. There's only 10 Bucks on the field.
Oh, yeah.
So Coach saw that before anybody else did, gets timeout, and going to try to get 11 out there. That's not a good look coming out of halftime.
On the offensive line tonight for the Jackets.
All right, what are you doing if you're calling offensive plays for the Jackets here, Jerry?
I'm going to try to get my offense rolling, period. I know he haven't been very happy with it. They got, 1 score tonight, 2 from the defense. So I definitely want to get my offense rolling early Got Kendall in the game. Let's see what kind of different dynamic he brings.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Kendall Morris making his first appearance in the game to open the second half. And nothing wrong with B.J. Brown, I'm sure. They just have to get touches for Kendall Morris, number 11. He's an electric back. We talked about him in the first half but didn't see him because the offense, frankly, just wasn't on the field.
Right.
Hoke County, man, at time of possession, I'd love to see the stat. They had to have the ball about 22 minutes.
Every bit of it.
Well, it's not a 30-minute half, but whatever. All right, Morris with the – and there he goes.
There it is.
Into the secondary. And good stiff arm.
Nice
Look
run.
at Kendall Morris. Going to have 28
Kendall Morris on the carry for
all the
Hoke
way
County.
inside the Remax red zone for the Yellow Jackets and a Lee County first down. Kendall Morris doing what we know he can do.
Oh, yeah.
Came into the game averaging 9.3 yards a carry.
That's amazing.
It is. And not fluky. It's not like there's one gigantic run and
Right.
a bunch of short runs. He just can get 10 yards when he touches the ball.
Curtis, first down, Jackets.
All right, Patterson, first down dropping, steps up and keeps his eyes down the field. Fumble, ball's out, and Patterson went down. That was bad.
Ooh.
Oh, no. That ankle, the shoe's coming off. Patterson is in discomfort. He got brought down in an ugly fashion.
Recovered by Hoke County.
He took the shoe off. He's getting up by himself. Coach Bordeaux is out there checking on him. Buddy, that's a tense moment for the Jackets. Patterson back down to the ground. He got twisted down. The ball came flying out. But right now the fumble is the least of Lee County's concerns. We've said a million times this team is going as far as Will Patterson can carry them this year, and he is coming off very slowly. And in a game that's still in doubt, it'll be interesting to see if they're cautious with him or if they trot Mark Schlesinger, the junior, out to play quarterback when they open up the next series. In the meantime, Schlesinger will come out with this Lee County defense and try and do some damage control as Lee County turns it over on their first play of the second half.
Yeah, that was pretty scary on tackle there. Real scary.
It really was. And the ankle was not my biggest concern. The run is up the middle.
Right.
A swarm of Jackets to it. Yeah, when you get bent around backwards, I mean, it wasn't a horse collar, but that was the same effect. When you get your body jackknifed backwards, I remember, and the name escapes me, I remember a receiver for the Tennessee Titans that blew out both ACLs in one play on a tackle like that where he got bent backwards.
You know, that's been a big thing in the NFL this season.
Yeah.
The last few seasons is torn ACLs.
Well, you know, these short turnaround times, they a lot of questions about that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wallace with the carry, big tackle. We'll see who there was there at the point of attack.
That was TJ and Slink.
All right, Slink gets there first. Landon Johnson, number 9. And third down, Hoke County got the big break on the turnover, not moving. Meanwhile, Patterson over there putting his shoe back on, working with the athletic trainer. And depending upon what happens on this third down, Coach Bordeaux might have a decision to make. Well, they look like they're going to tape him up. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 8, man in motion. Snap is late, and that's going to be motion. Delay on the snap, the center not in sync with everybody else, and that'll back him up, make it 3rd and about 13. And, man, they're putting about 6 rolls of tape on his ankle right now.
I tell you what, if anybody can do it, that man right there, Mr. Womack, Coach Womack, is a Lee County High School legend. He's a legend.
All right, Patterson look like he's going to rub some dirt on it. Ooh, a little hitch in that giddy up.
Yeah.
He's trying to stretch it out. We're getting distracted here. 3rd and 13. Clock running inside 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter. All right, there's the snap. Play action. And comes out late. And what a catch. Man, 2 Jackets overrun the coverage. You got one with a cramp. Aaron Wallace over there goes down. His leg is locked up. And the safety came over. Number 14, Aaron Wallace, goes down. And I'm going to tell you, Jerry, I hate homecoming.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love the spectacle of homecoming. I don't like the players sitting around for half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and you
it's
know,
been a lot of cramping.
you know I'm not fussing.
Yeah.
I said this before the ball game during the week and
Real
said it
early.
again this morning. I do not like what it does to these athletes. You have them sit down for half an hour. A lot of these guys had to be out there standing up for half an hour to go through the festivities.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that football programs would do it before the game so that once these guys get into the rhythm ball game, get all those juices flowing, that they have the normal schedule instead of extending halftime by 15 or 20 minutes. And here we are. We got injuries on essentially back-to-back plays.
That's tough. But I seen the guys doing a lot of early stretching as if cramping was the issue.
Well, this is when the weather gets sneaky,
I was
too.
just about to say that.
It gets sneaky because when the weather cools off and you don't get lathered up with that sweat, you don't think about hydrating. If it's 80 degrees out there, 85 degrees, obviously you're going to keep taking in fluids. But as soon as that weather starts to cool off a little bit, you trick yourself and you don't hydrate the way you should. So hopefully we get this solved and these guys all get back here and get some fluids in them. And Wallace makes his way over to the bench and is doing exactly that. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10 for Hoke County. Stevens into the game and hands, and they'll get nothing, maybe a yard on 1st down. And on the carry, that was Wallace. Ethan Wallace and Devontre Daniels splitting carries all night as Warren Avery and Montez Stevens are splitting time at quarterback. Stevens in there for this series. Inside 9 minutes, and Hoke County doing just enough on offense, keep drives alive, keep the ball moving, and meanwhile, keep that high-powered Lee County attack off the field.
Oh, yeah.
And on the near sideline, Will Patterson's warming up down there, and plans, it looks like, to give it a go when they get this offense back out on the field.
I don't.
There's Stevens, and Ross Johnson can't bring him down. There's a block in the back that goes uncalled. Stevens out in the open field, makes 2 men whiff,
nice
and then gets
tackle.
leveled on a
Kenyon
beautiful form
Palmer.
tackle by Kenyon Palmer.
Stevens on the carry.
But they're going to be close to a 1st down. And I tell you, Ross Johnson almost made a huge splash play and spun Stevens around. He was able to keep his feet. Good balance by that young man. And 3rd and short coming up. 4-down territory for the Bucks. Great play, but you got to finish, Coach. All right, 3rd down here. Hand is inside to Wallace. Wallace going to have the 1st down. Gets hit immediately, but he uses that forward lean to get the ball down to the 40. And it'll be another Hoke County 1st down, brought to you by Pentair Pool Supplies. 7:42 to go, 3rd.
So here's another drive right here for Hoke County. Could really mean something.
It really could, and I'm going to tell you, at a lot of these positions, we haven't seen a lot of rotation. At some point, there's going to be a little bit of fatigue setting in. Landon Johnson, T.J. Johnson, JoJo Jennings, Noah Johns. Those guys have basically been out there every defensive snap, and it's been a significant number at this point. All right. The hand, play action. Pressure, bam. Ooh-wee.
Hey, man. That's a big hit there. Tell you what, as we talked about, I spoke at halftime about them moving JoJo down to the edge, and guess where he's at?
You called it.
He's on the edge.
You called it. They were struggling to set the edge in the running game. That's the other benefit of having Jennings on the edge, is he can loop round like he did there, basically twisted into the backfield and made a huge stop. And we talked about Ross Johnson on the previous play not being able to finish the sack. Johnson wasn't going to leave anything to doubt. 2nd and long for the Bucks. Montez Stevens still in at quarterback. 4 wide receivers. Wallace rolls out. Landon Johnson. They set the screen, and there's another pick. This one could go. It could go. Mark Schlesinger trying to get his 2nd return for a touchdown. Touchdown, Jackets!
Yes, sir. Yes,
Mark Schlesinger. 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. Lee County got away with a block in the back. We're not going to talk about that.
We'll let that one go.
Mark Schlesinger. Woof.
Last night, I'm going to just tell you what Mark Schlesinger told me at 2:33 a.m. He said,
"Hey, Coach, I ought to be asleep."
He said, "Love the support, Coach. You know how they do. They give me a chance, and you know once it's in my hand, I'm taking off with it." He's backing that up with 2 pick-six tonight.
All right, they ran that screen for a really big gain before, and another trouble with the snap. Man, I tell you what, Garrison had to pick one of those up and roll with it. I guess Coach told him, don't do that again.
Yeah.
He fumbled that one around, managed to get it down. And Kennedy Hernandez, good job of keeping his composure and getting it through there. 6:16 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back on the other side of the break with the kick.
Lamco Homes. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Lamco Homes. Our standards are others' options.
All right, crowds come to life here. A little bit over 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lee County stretching it out to 28-6. Not a clean game necessarily for Lee County, but 4 turnovers, 3 returns for touchdowns.
How often do you have 3 defensive touchdowns?
Not often, buddy. And keep in mind, they had 4. One of them came off the board on T.J. Johnson's interception return for touchdown early. So that'll take the wind out of your sails. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would kick this thing deep, but I got a feeling that's not what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a traditional bounce that ball around onside kick.
Well, they have
it's my gut talking.
They have a lot of the JV players in right now. So this special teams give them an opportunity to get on the field and make a good play as well.
Let's see what they do. I would kick it deep and make the Hoke County move the ball the entire field. They have had a tendency to make a mistake, but I got a feeling about this. Here we go. Hernandez, who's got every possible onside. There we go. I told you I could feel it, and it doesn't go 10 yards. Out of bounds, short of midfield. Buddy, my belly, it'd be talking to me.
Well, you know.
So for the first time tonight, we see the traditional onside try, not well executed by Lee County. And I tell you, Hoke didn't have it covered. If that ball takes a bounce a little bit upfield, Lee County was there to pick it up, but instead they'll give up a short field. Ball going to be spotted where it went out of bounds plus 5 yards. So we're at the 48, going to be at the 43. That's a really short field. 43-yard line. They have it set up for Hope going left to right in the road. Whites with red pants. That uniform, I know it's not the same colors, but that scheme reminds me of Ole Miss.
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat.
Right.
Somewhat.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Starting to see some rotation, some JV guys in. Oh, bounced. Avery trying to make something out of nothing. Snatched up and swarmed upon.
The quarterback keeper.
Going to be stopped all the way back at the 46. Loss of 3 on the play.
By number 74.
And, man, I'm going to tell you, you got wholesale changes coming in.
A lot. There's a lot of changes right now.
Trying to catch up here. Now we got a little bit more of what they started with out there. Jennings has moved from linebacker to right end. Johnson is back at the left end spot. Ross Johnson in there at defensive tackle. I'm not sure who's to the left of him. 2nd and long. Avery fakes, throws, hangs it out. That took a long time. And the Jackets are going to get out there and cover it. They'll get about 6 on the play, bring up 3rd down. Camonte Williams came into the game as the leading receiver for Hoke County, and it's pretty apparent why. He's been the target on just about everything they've thrown tonight. All right, 3rd down, 3rd and 7. And there's a cramp over on the other side as Williams, after the catch, goes to the ground. He's holding his head, and I wonder if he got dinged and took a shot to the head on the tackle. We'll take a break while they attend to him. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. Lee County up 28-6 on Hoke County.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at wilkinsoncars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
All right, welcome back. The NFHS Game of the Week. Lee County hosting Hoke. Lee County up 28-6, have dominated from a defensive standpoint, but Hoke County's been able to hold on to the football for extended periods. That Lee County offense, when we look at total yardage at the end of this game, not going to appear to be very impressive, but the defense has scored 3 times, so the offense just hasn't been out there much.
So I'm going to look here and with the stop right here on D, we're going to go back possibly Lee County offense on the field.
Every drops, Landon Johnson in there. They're trying to wrap him up. They're finally going to get him. Landon Johnson made that play. A swarm of Jackets finishes it up. Ross Johnson.
Number 56, Ross Johnson.
There's some more
climbs
cramps.
off the climbs off that pile. Now JoJo Jennings down with cramps. And I'm not going to whine about homecoming anymore. Clock stop 4:39 to go in the third quarter. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more action right after these messages.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our mind, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go there.
Visit us online at ClassicNissanSanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. 28-6 Jackets over the Hoke County Bucks. Cheerleaders in the band doing a great job tonight. And I got to say, I was impressed with the band. They rolled out the uniforms tonight.
Yeah.
Last week, they showed up for the national anthem in T-shirts and jeans. And I was a little thrown off by that. Caused me to get to a slow start in the
yeah.
And look at these guys out there dancing. I love it. Silliness.
Well, to give an update while we're at a little standstill right now, we at Pinecrest 21, Richmond 14 in the third quarter.
All right, the best we have for Southern Lee down 28-0 against Scotland. Cavaliers, first of all, coming into that game as a prohibitive favorite, but also playing their first game in 3 weeks. They had COVID issues over there and had to shut the program down. Basically, couldn't practice, couldn't do anything. Fingers crossed here at Lee County that they can keep this season intact. Hasn't been any major issue yet. I think he just sent those guys out there to carry JoJo off the field.
Definitely. You got to send the biggest two as well. There's no one.
Pick him up. Here we go. Look at that. All right. Jennings coming off. He's not going to be happy about coming off the field like that.
Oh, no.
And T.J. McMullen.
You know, we don't talk about T.J. a lot. Not a whole lot, but, hey.
We will next
he's
year,
getting
sir.
there.
I
yes,
promise
sir.
you that.
I can promise you.
I'm trying to figure out 79 is – no, it was 77. My mistake. All right, so that was Lance Womble was the other one of those Jackets come out there with the assist. My eyes were failing me there. All right, 4th and 12 the punt team on for the first time. No, it's not the first time, is it? That's the second time. And nice kick, going to down inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. 4:21 to go in the third. And Will Patterson coming out on the field slowly.
I really think we will see Mark Schlesinger tonight at quarterback. At this moment, you know, I don't like to ever say I question a coach and their decisions that they make, but I'm questioning this one a little bit.
All right, I'm not, because I'm going to have to spend Monday night with Coach, and if he sees this, I don't want him to be mad at me.
Well, he could be mad at me.
But I will say that if anybody cared about my opinion, I figure you really kind of have to run the ball right now, so why not put Schlesinger in there?
Oh, yeah.
And then when you can hand it to B.J. Brown and pick up 12 like you do there on first down, there are several people on this roster that can do that.
Oh, yeah.
So that I don't know. And you know, it is what it is.
B.J. Brown on the carry.
All right, first down
For the Bucks by number 32,
after that run by
Lavelle
Brown.
Jackson.
Clock inside 4 minutes. And there's the pitch to Brown coming around the left side. He's got a little bit of space, gets to the edge, and gets corralled, but not until he's out across the 30. So first downs on consecutive runs for B.J. Brown. And now Kendall Morris will check into the backfield. Brown comes out, going to get himself a blow. And there's a late flag. Somebody said something.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to call out the number, but I'm pretty sure I know who did it.
Well, I tell you what, we have not had a lot of flags tonight. Which last week and then the week prior.
Oh, buddy.
Man.
Ooh, it's funny. We've been talking a lot about Mark Schlesinger tonight. I had a laugh with half a dozen different people who were like, I didn't know you could get flagged for just hitting somebody too hard.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting. I think we're going to get unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's against Hoke. And let's see. Nope. And he's ejected.
He must have said a lot.
Oh, he said the magic word, I'm going to guess. I think I know who it was, but he hadn't left the field yet.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
So, first down, Jackets.
Got Schlesinger warming up. Yeah.
Let's see. Still nobody come off the field, I don't believe, unless I'm completely wrong about who it was that did. Maybe I am. Yeah, must not have been who I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now they're going to conference with the coach, and I think they're going to explain to him he has to get off the field. Because unless it was somebody over by the left sideline that snuck off the field, then it's one of these players that is currently on the field, because nobody rotated out of the middle of the field.
I didn't see
the
anyone come
sideline.
out.
And I think I know exactly who it was. I obviously don't know what was said, but I think I know, based on the reaction when the flag came out, who it was. So I'm paying attention. Coach over there is not happy. And we'll see now that all of the eyes in this stadium and on TV are on the field to see who comes off. We'll see what happens.
Nobody
We're
comes
going to
off.
get a signal. All right.
Guess it
Maybe
was
they
someone else.
Well, or they decided not to eject because he asked Coach Bordeaux a question. I don't know what that was. All right. Kendall Morris right up the gut. Man, he's fast. All right, Morris is going to have 19 and a third consecutive Lee County first down.
No, he hits that hole like Bullware.
First down.
He hits the hole like AJ. Couple steps, he's in full stride.
Yeah, he can go. And I'm going to tell you, as good as those teams were that A.J. Bullware starred on for 2 years,
oh, yeah,
he didn't have this offensive line.
No.
That was an offensive line where they were looking, what 5 guys can we do this with?
Yeah.
This is a team that over the last few years has turned this offensive line into a machine.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a credit to the training staff. It's a credit to Coach Santiago.
Oh, yeah.
Who runs the offensive line room, Coach Bordeaux. I mean, offensive line is a priority, and these guys are big.
Oh, yeah.
The footwork just gets better and better and better. You can see when these guys come into the system, they don't really know what they're doing, and they just get better and better technique-wise.
Definitely.
And the amount of weight they add on to these guys is really impressive. All right, 2nd and 4. And B.J. Brown plows ahead.
Sir.
Needed 5, gets 6, and Kendall Morris has a cramp and is out of the game. So B.J. Brown will get the premium carries until they start looking to put guys in late in the ball game.
B.J. laying some boom on that run there.
It was.
A lot of players cramping up tonight. A lot of players.
All right, 4 wide receivers. B.J. Brown in the backfield. I'm going to be surprised if they throw the ball down the field. Patterson gets it out quick, has his man, and that's Tyreek McKendall dragging tacklers close to a first down. They're going to mark him down right at the 15, which will be enough for another Lee County first down, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. That's probably the only type of route you're going to see Patterson throw the rest of this game. Mobility is really an issue. He's not moving around well at all. And they don't need to air it out. They're going to throw it just enough to keep him honest, and they're going to run this thing and run the clock out is, I would imagine, the plan. Garrison in motion. Jet sweep coming. Garrison around the right side, trying to make a man miss. Gets wrapped up. And one of those awkward bent backward tackles. He pops up, though. They're going to give him nice forward progress. Nope, now they take it away. All right, so a loss of about 6 on the play.
That's what it looks
That'll
like.
hurt the average. Garrison not a guy that gets a lot of carries. I think, though, so not a critique of the system, just an observation. If you're going to run that jet sweep at any point, you probably ought to run more motion because they kind of telegraph that.
Yeah.
Hoke County probably should have been called offsides there. They weren't. 1.5 to go in the third. Patterson takes a snap, looking, gets it out quick, slings it out there to Brown. Not a whole lot of room to work, but he gets him back almost to the original line of scrimmage as the clock goes to 1.5. And a third down coming up here for Lee County, and they're on the edge of field goal territory for Kennedy Hernandez. So we'll see how this plays out for the next little bit. Yeah, that's a tough ask there with Brown running away from the quarterback into the short boundary. Like to see that with a little bit more room to work. All right, Patterson takes, hands to Brown. Brown looking for something.
Oh, yeah.
Juking down near the 5-yard line, and that's going to be really close. I think they're going to mark him about a foot short of the first down. 4th and short. The what you going to do about it package checks in.
Yes, sir, with Mark Schlesinger.
Yeah, Patterson, I think that might be it for
Patterson.
Patterson
That should be the curtain call tonight for.
Particularly if you get points here, up 4 touchdowns. You're going to need Patterson if you're going to make a deep run. All right, interesting formation. Patterson, oh, man, that was disjointed from the beginning, and that's 4 times they've run that package tonight and gotten nothing with it on the last 4. Hoke County
Was that a late snap? Or
I don't know what happened.
He was back there immediately.
I don't know if it was a read option. I don't know if there was a problem in the blocking scheme, but it was disjointed.
He was literally back there when the ball hit Mark's hands. He was there.
All right. Clock stops on change of possession. 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. Not really pretty on offense. Has been effective enough for Lee County. Defense has carried the night. Hoke County, if they're going to make any noise tonight, got to do something right here. Avery back in at quarterback. And Daniels in at the tailback spot. All right, hand us to Daniels right at the middle. Swallowed up on the play. Number 6 with the tackle.
Number 7, Devontre Daniels on the carry for Hoke. Tackle by number 6.
I think they call him Io. That's it, Io. We'll keep his nickname, Io. That's Io right there.
Io it is. Adesanya.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2nd and 5. Avery going to keep. Poking. McKendall chases him outside.
Oh, nice
Gets
tackle.
Cleaned up there.
Warren Avery.
And was that Johns gets over there for the tackle?
John, yes, Johns and Tyreek McKendall.
All right. Io with his nose in there again.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Io Adesanya, that's not a guy we've seen get any significant reps in here playing meaningful football.
I know I watched him early in the season when they were just doing preseason. He's full of energy.
Here's the thing, though. They list him, and I hate to admit that I'm not familiar with a player, but when Jerry's not familiar with a player, I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
But Io Adesanya is listed. He's a sophomore, listed as a cornerback. He's in there playing linebacker.
Well, I didn't never see him play any cornerback during the preseason when they were doing their practicing against Middle Creek and a couple of those games. He's always played linebacker. So
5'10", 170, man, but he's built.
He's strong.
You know who he's built like?
Who's that?
Number 1.
Yeah.
Larry Baldwin.
Think so?
I do.
Okay.
That's the vibe I get.
Okay.
And you know, Larry is one of those guys who was like just strong as an ox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Larry, when he laced him up, looked like he was about 240 pounds.
Yeah, every
you see
bit
Larry
of
in
it.
street clothes, and you look at him, and you're like,
he's small.
Man, that dude's like 175.
Yeah.
I get the same vibe from 6 here. Io, I like this young man.
Well,
yeah, when I met Larry Baldwin and spent some time with him for the first time, I kept looking at him, and I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
It's the neck roll. And he wanted that neck roll to put off that kind of vibe, you know.
And all that said, not that he was a little guy, but his size, the amount of strength and power he was able to generate.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of wild. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. A little excited there on the defensive line. They're going to give up 5 free ones. That'll make it a shorter third down here for Hoke County. 0.2 of a second left in the third quarter.
A lot of it with Larry was mentality as well.
Man,
his
fearless.
Yeah, fearless.
And as a tailback, was one of the few kids you ever want to be around that legitimately ran to contact.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's a tough play call. That's a tough ask for Avery, but he's going to pull it off. Needed 1, got 2. Had to run a long way to get it. That defense strings it out, and Avery able to get the first down out around the 20-yard line. And we'll go to double zeros here in the third quarter. And you know what? I've been talking about these young men hydrating. I haven't hydrated. I'm getting hot mouth, buddy. All right, we got 1 quarter to go. We still got ourselves a ball game. Lee County up 28-6 on the Hoke County Bucks. 1 quarter to go. We'll flip ends. We'll be right back.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Fashee, and we are First Bank.
All right, welcome back to the NFHS Game of the Week. Delambert and Jerry Chalmers with your fourth quarter here. It's 28-6 Jackets. First down here for Hoke County deep inside their own territory. And Hoke County going to have to put some points on the board quickly if they want to get back in this.
Yeah.
I think really, though, the best they can hope for is bleed some clock, keep this score respectable.
That's about
and
it.
Move on to next week.
That's about it.
Hoke County does a couple things on offense really well. They just don't do a lot of things well on offense.
Agreed.
And in playing this kind of personnel on the other side of the ball, almost an offsides there by Lee County. All right, the hand is up the middle. Nope. Going to keep, and positive yardage for Avery on first down. He's going to get about 7. A nice little athlete.
Yeah,
his numbers didn't lie coming in. Came in with about 300 yards rushing, and you see why. He can make you miss.
He can move. Yeah, he can definitely avoid some tackles. He's done that a lot tonight. But you mean we getting chased around by Landon all night? Hey.
All right, 2nd and 3 coming up. Avery with the fake. He's going to keep it himself up the middle and move the chains again. That's a Hoke County first down. Close to 11 minutes in the quarter left. Substitutions coming on the defensive line for Lee County.
Ayo Adesanya.
Part of the future, buddy.
Yes,
a sophomore in there getting real reps right now.
Yes, sir.
And in there, I'm trying to figure out, I guess with this alignment, you would say he's in there for Schlesinger? Or is Schlesinger deep?
Schlesinger's still there.
He's still in there. Okay. All right, Avery takes a snap. Going to hand to Wallace. Wallace wrapped up. Nope, that's Daniels on the carry. Gets a couple.
Daniels is the ball carrier for Hoke. Gaining 2 on the play.
That was Hunter Wilkinson on the tackle. He's making a little bit of a mark on this game. Hoke County very methodical still, even now. Not in any hurry.
Not in any hurry at all.
That's 3 straight weeks we've seen very methodical, not in any hurry offenses.
We have. We literally have. Starting at Apex and last week. Union Pines.
All right. Oof.
There's my
Big
man.
hit.
Ross Johnson.
Ross Johnson making an impact play. Be 3rd and about 10 coming up here. Maybe give him a little bit of forward progress. 3rd and 9 coming up. Clock inside 10 minutes to go in the ball game. So you got to love, man. I think every team that goes on the road should do that. Hoke County across the way, you can't see it in the shot right now.
Yeah.
But if we get you to pan out and show the tent behind the sideline over there, they have the big screen over there so they can diagnose and review play live. You see some schools do it, but I think it's a good look if nothing else. All right. Lee County says no, sir. Combined on the sack, that's going to be Ross Johnson and Hunter Wilkinson coming out of the pile with a sack. Harris Wilkinson. I'm sorry, I said Hunter. My bad.
So now we'll get to see a little bit of Schlesinger run the offense.
I think. We'll see.
Yeah. I think Will's done for the night. He's taking
Patterson
the shoe
on
off.
the sideline with his helmet off. There's a couple prime-time jackets over there with their helmets off, but this game is probably out of reach. McKendall will go deep to return this.
Number 2,
I'd love to see them have Kendall Morris return punts. I'm going to say that one time.
Man.
All right, here comes the rush. Kick is out of there. Nice punt. I said earlier, McKendall going to field and wrapped up well by the Bucks there at the 32-yard line. No gain on the return. I said earlier, Hoke County came in averaging about 25, 26 yards on punts. They've punted the ball well.
They have. They really have. They had some really, I want to say the second punt.
Yeah.
One of the best ones I've seen. Yeah.
It was a good one. Of course, Landon Johnson had a big punt earlier in the game, too.
Did.
Good night for the punters.
Definitely did.
All right, 8:24 to go. Lee County, a couple more possessions here. I think everybody here has kind of mailed this one in. Hoke County on both sides of the ball, not playing with a great deal of urgency. So we saw Schlesinger a week ago, 2 weeks ago? We haven't seen Schlesinger throw a pass yet. And I'm going to tell you, if he's going to go the rest of the fourth quarter, I'd like to see him throw the ball a couple times.
Definitely.
All right, Schlesinger going to hand. Nope, going to keep it. He's around the left side. And we'll have about 7 on the carry. Good first down run. Had some space around the left side and then sort of cut it outside, but managed to get his feet going again, going forward. Interesting footwork with Schlesinger on that run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
He sort of bunny hopped a full step forward. That was interesting,
and
I don't know if it's by design or if it's just something he does. That was interesting. I'm going to be looking to see what that's all about. All right, he gets it out to McKendall. That's his first pass and first completion of the season.
Nice.
It'll be for a first down. They'll get 6 on the quick hitter to
That looked really
McKendall.
good.
It really did.
It really looked good.
So I see what it is now. Instead of moving both feet, he pivots like a basketball player. That's what that was.
Okay.
Interesting.
It looked like a pro hop. Is what it's called.
It really did. Interesting. All right. Schlesinger with the first down. He's going to keep it straight ahead, looking like Avery on the other side, his counterpart. Schlesinger sticking his head in there. Man, he just fights and fights and fights. He'll get about 8 on the carry. And 2nd and 2 coming up.
tackle for the Bucks by number 32.
So a million years ago when I played quarterback, my counterpart and I, who were splitting reps at quarterback, we had a completely different action on play action that we did because I was a lefty, he was a righty. And it kind of reminds me of that because it's dramatically different from what Patterson does when he's running the same play. Interesting. All right.
I like it.
T.J. Johnson in at tailback. The hand is to Johnson. Johnson into the secondary. And
nice move.
Some business decisions being made back there in the secondary. T.J. Johnson got about 28 on the carry, and he'll have another Lee County first down, 6:24 to go in the ball game.
Has Lee County ever had a stable of backs like there is?
How many 3A high schools in the country have had a stable of backs like they have this year?
Right now. They
and the crazy part is, Jerry, they'll have almost the same stable next year.
Yeah.
Brown is a sophomore.
Yeah.
JoJo Jennings and Kendall Morris. Uh-oh. All right, that's the problem with that backup quarterback. Schlesinger puts it on the ground, takes a big loss. That'll bring second at about 17 up. And you've got young guys still coming up the pipeline too now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And maybe the most critical part of this, yes, you've got the rest of the season for BJ to develop. Kendall Morris still learned his offense.
Yeah.
He transferred in literally right at the beginning of the season.
That's true.
And has been learning on the fly with the whole offseason to learn the playbook. He literally will become interchangeable in this offense. All right, Johnson with the carry. Schlesinger with a great fake. And, man, a little rope-a-dope there. And he carries the ball down near the 15-yard line.
So, number 33, Joey Castanana.
That was that pro hop, though. Mark getting up a little slow.
McKendall's a little slow. Everybody's a little worn out.
Yeah.
Who's the third quarterback? Palmer play? Is Palmer the emergency quarterback?
I don't know. I
feel like he was at Southern.
He was.
All right.
He was. I don't know if he's taking any snaps. Now, could you believe, did you know who was the third string quarterback for the 2020 team?
For the 2020 team?
Yes. Second string quarterback. Guess who it was?
Wait a minute. For the 2020 team?
Yes.
You talking about last year's team?
No.
You're talking about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Had to be your child.
No.
Who was it?
Larry Baldwin.
Was it really? I love it.
It was Larry Baldwin.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, he would come home. He would come to the house sometime talking about practice, and if he had to get in, and a few things they would be doing, what he would expect it to do. But
humble bragging, right?
Humble bragging. I wish some people could have heard some of these conversations, man. When you got Jaden, Larry, and Dez, man,
goodness.
It's some funny situations in there, man.
All right, talking about alums, DDP up there at App State, DeAndre Prince.
Yes, sir.
Big win last night on national television against Marshall. Sadly, I hate that they were up against the Thursday night game, especially since Carolina was involved. So I don't think there were a whole lot of people watching that App State game. Yep, there's an offsides flag, and that'll be a Lee County first down inside the Remax red zone.
So tomorrow, earlier this week, we did see DDP playing at App State. Tomorrow you will see Dez Evans line up against Georgia Tech.
How's the shoulder?
He's good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. And tomorrow, after this play.
All right, T.J. Johnson just shaking people off like an uncle playing in the backyard.
I like that one. So
you do realize that next year, I have no doubt, when all of the press guides and everything come out, you're going to start seeing Desmond Evans as a cover boy for UNC.
There's no question. There's no question.
I think there were some questions about him changing positions,
he just
developing a new skill set when he got down there.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, you see the quotes coming out of there from coaches in the conference and out of the program. The physique, the play has matched it. There's Schlesinger looking to throw. He's got his man.
Nice.
And that is Mark Schlesinger's very first varsity touchdown pass.
Yes, sir. And it looked good.
Give him that football.
Look good. Definitely look good.
Give him that football. Tyreek McKendall gets his touchdown catch. That is number 4 on the season. And Mark Schlesinger, that's a special moment for that young man.
Oh, yeah.
Who we have said many, many times, unless something crazy happens,
His time's coming.
is the quarterback for this Lee County team
Yes,
if
sir.
they had to lace up right now next year.
His time's coming. Definitely coming. And Mark will bring a different dynamic at quarterback.
Mark's going to want to play linebacker and quarterback at the same time. The extra point is blocked. That's the first time in years.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back. That's pre-Steve Bordeaux that we saw problems on that doggone special teams like that.
Yeah,
that's a little concerning.
That doesn't happen often.
All right, and it's been all night. That's 3 issues with the exchange.
Yeah.
And in a night like this, you're up 34-6. It's one thing. You got some ball games coming against some teams. You give up a point.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Special teams are big. And
Scotland, Richmond, Pinecrest, they'll all make you pay for it. So that's going to be a point of emphasis this week, I'm certain.
And like I was stating a while ago, just a second ago, speaking about some of the alums. Tomorrow, Jaden will get his first start. So, yeah, so first start. That's just a big day tomorrow, Big day tomorrow. I might cry. I'm just playing.
I might cry. Who's ECU got tomorrow?
Charleston Southern.
All right, and Jaden Chalmers,
he will get his first
at the top
start
of the
tomorrow.
depth chart, is going to be starting.
He will get his first start tomorrow. So
that's exciting.
It'll be exciting. It's very exciting. Very exciting. I mean,
wow.
he called me immediately. Immediately. I don't even think he got out of the coach's office before he started calling me. So gonna see a little bit from him tomorrow.
Good times.
Then we also got A.J. Boulware at Limestone, who will be playing tomorrow as well. Pembroke, where Colin Johnson, he will be playing tomorrow. And we still have some Jacket alumni up at Averett University.
All right, from crosstown, I want to give a shout-out to Nate Thompson, who is starting at Duke.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
I'm going to say I'm not convinced when it's all said and done Nate Thompson's not going to play on Sundays.
His body.
Man?
His body, man. Yeah, his body. Body. And there are a few more players throughout the years that are still playing college football. And I'm going to get a list of everybody so that on both sides that we can definitely talk about, because it's something that's major in this area right here.
All right, Kennedy Hernandez to kick off. Jackets up 34-6, 4.5 to go in the ball game. That's a high spinner. It's going to go straight out of bounds. I tell you what, if that had been a foot shorter, that would have been fun to watch. Man, that was like a pitching wedge. He hit that little lob wedge out there to the 33-yard line. Hoke will take over at the 38. It's interesting to watch the reaction of this Hoke ball club.
Yeah. What do you do?
And well, here's what I'm going to say. And I'd love to be on the sideline and see, because we haven't seen the body language that you sometimes would see in a game like this that got one-sided and was frustrating for a side.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not seeing it, but it's almost, to me, feels like they came in here knowing it's going to be a rough night.
Yeah.
And we're resigned to that. It's just a weird vibe that I'm getting. I'm going to tell you, this Hoke County team's better than I thought they were.
Yeah.
This was a tough matchup because it's almost like the offense is a work in progress.
Yes.
And this is not a defense to be trying to figure out who you are on offense. All right, runners up the middle. That is Wallace, and he is taken down. But you've got what seems like tonight anyway, and like I said, there's not a whole lot of tape out there available on him. Seems like a very limited playbook. And I thought maybe we would see a dramatically different game plan based on which quarterback's in, but it really hadn't mattered. They've run exactly the same thing regardless who's in their quarterback. And both of those guys are juniors, so it's really weird. In most cases, you would think, they're going to commit to one guy and he's going to be the quarterback, but they've not. And these guys, I don't think one is markedly better than the others. If I had to choose one, I think based on what we've seen tonight, I would take Avery, but not by much. I mean, Montez Stevens, you see with a nice run there. They basically, same skill set, do the same thing.
I tell you what, they've been taking some hits tonight, too.
They have, but I wonder, when you take two really strong athletes like that and you put them both at the quarterback position, it just seems to me like you could be using one of them to do something else.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not sure what, because neither one of them throws the ball well enough that you need half a dozen great receivers over there.
True.
All right, the hand is up the middle. That's going to be wrapped up, diagnosed well. I think that's Harris Wilkinson with another stop.
Devontre Daniels carries the ball.
Who was it coming out of there?
So it looks
Nope,
like
that's 54, not 74.
J.C. Sally.
That's J.C. Sally with the tackle in the backfield. And 4th down and 4 here. And there's some Lee County Yellow Jackets over on the sideline chomping at the bit right now, because you can clear the bench here if they get the ball back, and those guys know it. Not a whole lot of guys dressed for Lee County tonight. I was a little surprised that they came out relatively light tonight. They didn't roll as deep as I thought they might. All right, 4th down. Stevens, there comes Landon Johnson. Landon Johnson going to clean that up. Doesn't need any help. His buddies get there to help him out, but Landon Johnson going to get a whole sack there. And I said in the pregame, there have been weeks where he's unblockable.
Yeah, this has been one of
those nights.
Definitely been one of those nights.
And you know what? I don't even think there's a question in my mind. And as much as I love what's happening watching Tyreek McKendall improve at the safety position, the most improved player on this defense from last year to this is Ross Johnson.
Every bit of it.
And it's indisputable.
Every bit of it.
The transformation for him is akin to what we saw from Duran McCoy last year.
Oh, yeah.
Where McCoy came from a bit player to an absolute superstar last year.
That's a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, man.
That was a good one. Duran, but, even in Duran's his first year on varsity, he was still playing both sides and doing pretty well.
Well, and if it was up to him, he'd have been playing on both sides last year. Because I'm going to tell you, if Lee County used an H-back or a tight end, Duran McCoy would have been all conference.
Would have been it, yeah.
But they just don't use that as part of their offense, and they didn't create a position for him. On the carry, is that BJ still in there? I'm surprised that he's still in there. All right, B.J. Brown picking himself off the ground down to the 15 inside the Remax red zone. 34-6, looking to tack on one more before it's all said and done. Checking into the ball game at tailback
we got
now.
A senior. That is Justin Thompson.
Justin Thompson making his first appearance in the ball game, and he's going to get a carry right here on 1st down. They're going to try and get him a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Here he goes. Thompson up the middle, wrapped up. Man, greeted by a host of Bucks. We never did figure out what a group of Bucks is called today. You let me down. You let me down, buddy.
I had it, but you had already said it earlier. You said a herd of Bucks.
I did.
Yep, and that's what it is. It's a herd of Bucks. So now we see
Ayo. Ayo Adesanya.
Ayo.
He's got to play some linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's going to play some tailback. Ayo deserves a touchdown. Not that Justin didn't.
Yeah.
But Ayo he got his nose in there, man, and made some big plays on defense unexpectedly. And, man, don't let Ayo Adesanya be a great back. That's not even fair. Here we go. Oof. Man, that Hoke defense said, nah, we're not going to make this easy.
Well, there's a little bit of blocking.
They stacked him up. Well,
a little bit of blocking.
Okay, 3rd and 11 from the 16 coming up here. Clock inside 30 seconds. We're going to get one more play unless there's an incompletion or a flag. And I think they're going to either run it. What are we doing here?
Letting them play out?
No, they're going. That's it. All right, play clock. A little bit more than the game clock. Lee County said we've had enough. Hoke County, we're going to let you off the hook. We're going to roll down to double zeros. Coach Bordeaux not looking to extend this thing. So that's your final score, 34-6. Win, you can bring it on up to us, and we'll roll right into the post game before these coaches come running out of here. All right, 34-6. Lee County gets out of here with a victory. Great night for the defense.
Yeah.
Mark Schlesinger got to be your player of the game. 2 interception returns for a touchdown. T.J. Johnson with a fumble return for a touchdown. An interception return for a touchdown called off.
Called off.
The offense did enough. I don't know that they ever got going, but is it really fair to criticize? They didn't have the ball much because the defense kept scoring.
You really can't criticize the offense. And just coming from the offense, I like the way BJ was running the ball tonight.
Great night for B.J. Brown.
Yeah.
And we keep saying it, and he just keeps getting better and better. Every week you see the improvement. The vision's a little bit better, but the feet, man.
Yeah.
He sees the hole, the feet. He never loses momentum. He's got that forward lean. He's the most complete back. I'm going to say it. He's the most complete back I've seen here. And you know who that includes.
Yeah. You going to say more than Jameer?
Yeah.
That's a big statement.
Jameer was a great back.
That's a big statement.
Just saying. And in particular now, here's the other piece of that.
Okay.
I watched Jameer every week when I was calling Southern Leaf full-time.
Yeah.
B.J. Brown was better than Jameer Smith was as a sophomore. Now, Jameer, the difference is, let's make sure we understand, is that by the time Jameer Smith left Lee County, his body type was completely different.
Yeah, it was different. It was
completely.
Different.
I mean, he was a scat back when he was over at Southern.
Yeah.
So the comparison's a little bit different. But I'm telling you, at this age, B.J. Brown.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's different level.
I'll take that.
All right. I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody.
I'll take that as a sophomore.
No, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. All right. Make sure you're trying to get me in trouble with
the
public, man. I'm not trying to take anything away.
And
A.J. Bullware is my favorite Lee County Yellow Jacket of all time.
Okay.
I love that young man.
Okay.
He wasn't even playing varsity as a sophomore.
Nope.
And wasn't ready to play varsity as a sophomore.
That was his at sophomore. His first year here that's the first time he's ever played tailback. I was his coach in AAU football, and I'm telling you, AJ played linebacker. So when he got to Lee Senior in JV, 10th grade, that was his first year ever of them handing him the ball.
And if you were watching this tape blind with no commentary, you would not know B.J. Brown was not a senior tailback.
No.
You get 2.5 more years of this young man.
It's going to be tough.
If he stays healthy, keeps his head right, keeps those grades right,
it's going to be
he's
tough.
going to do amazing things over the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching the maturation into a guy that's going to get attention from all corners of this country by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah.
And it's not even fair when you look at the depth coming behind him.
Right.
Because Kendall Morris in a different situation.
Right.
He already has been the offense in another high school program. You're spoiled for riches. JoJo Jennings comes back next year. You see Io Adesanya. I can't wait to see what this young man can do. That's the first look we've gotten at him on varsity playing linebacker. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. All right. What we got next week? Where are we going?
We got a bye next week.
No, we don't have a bye.
Well, Lee County has a bye next week. I'm not sure where we're going, but we're going to be there.
All right, we'll be there.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Check Facebook. Check the website. Check NFHS, the website. Wherever it is, will be the game of the week.
Be there.
We really ought to know.
We're going to be. We're supposed to know. I'm going to blame you.
We're really supposed to know. But whatever. I just, they tell me during the week, and it's not like we show up without doing any preparation.
We're going to be there.
We'll be there.
We're going to be there. That's all that matters.
It'll be really good.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a whole lot of fun. It's that time of year. The weather's starting to get crisp. We're getting excited. We can smell a deep playoff run coming. So
it's coming.
It'll be good. All right, Monday I'll be on the Zaxby's Coaches Show live from Wilkinson Cadillac. I don't know what you'll be doing on Monday.
I want to leave you with one thing.
All right.
And I told him I was going to leave it.
Okay.
One last thought for Lee County football, the Interunited, the Boom Brothers. Just keep that name in mind. It's 3 of them, the Boom Brothers.
All right.
All right. Yep.
Hard-hitting stuff, man.
3 of them.
And Jaden Chalmers.
Catch it tomorrow, ESPN Plus.
Is starting
tomorrow
as a true freshman against Charleston Southern. I'm so fired up I can't see straight.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
I'm going early.
It's been beautiful.
I don't know why I'm leaving at 9 o'clock in the morning. Game's not till 6, but I'm going to just be there. I can't wait.
I'll be with you there in spirit.
I'm going to sit there until the game starts.
All right, I'm Chris Delambert.
Yes, sir.
This is Jerry Chalmers. It's been fun. Have a great night. Peace. We're out of here.
First Bank presents the Postgame Show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media.